Letters in bag. I wrote these up like a fucking caveman.
Where's Alicia going?
She's in her room. She's asleep. I told her we're playing. So she gets up. She doesn't chill.
Nothing.
It's fine. We be chilling.
Yeah, I need to construct a DoorDash order. I just don't know what people want. I might just order something, and then if people don't want what I'm gonna order, they can.
You guys want something from DoorDash? Or you want to order pizza?
I would prefer pizza. I'm about to shut up my DoorDash account anyway.
Okay.
Where do you want pizza from?
It's $30.
It's in the fucking what's me.
Wait, where?
From Aldi's. Thin pizza.
It's
Man.
really good. No,
It's good.
don't fucking say. You
Okay.
know.
Alright,
you know you like that shit.
whoa. I have to agree with Will there. Grimaldi's is not bad.
No, he had for Grimaldi's for the first time when I had him over at my house.
No, I didn't order anything, remember? I had it the first time when my ex was worked there.
Oh, okay.
Grimaldi's
Yeah.
is alright.
I'm not partial to thin.
I like the toast.
I don't think it's bad.
They make
It's not
good-
bad.
they
It's
make
not bad. It's just not to my
Okay.
I'm
taste.
not, so if you guys are gonna order, like, where are you gonna order from? Papa John's or something like that?
Don't we usually do Pizza Hut or
Well,
Domino's?
actually, no.
Because I'm not gonna eat fast food pizza, so I'll just order.
We could order something from Russo's if there's one nearby.
Don't think what it is.
But Crystal?
There you go. That's what it was. I didn't want to go to my computer. I don't want to go to my desktop and pull up my notes.
I was like looking at him like, wait.
Yeah, I was like, I know it's something close to Laura. I was like, what is it?
Alright. What do you guys want to eat then?
Oh yeah, what do you guys gonna eat?
We're not too far from the fish place or Wings and Things. We could get something from there.
I'm fine with just drinking liquids.
You shouldn't be. You're eating food.
Let's.
We could get some Cajun pasta and Cajun food and boudin or whatever from fish place.
I'll take 30 max all day. I don't mind me.
Yeah, what about that place? So we. No, you just ate there yesterday. The little same place that
If
does.
you guys want value, if you guys want whatever you can, I'm honestly craving Perry Perry, so I might should order that for myself.
You're craving what?
Perry Perry, the chicken and rice place, I get stuff with a lot.
The chicken is.
How much is it for like whatever you get?
Piero?
Like $20.
Is that Piero place that we get like that Italian pasta place?
It's a,
No,
like a
no.
Mediterranean chicken and rice place, or chicken place.
I want to type it into Google Maps so I can see the
The port of Perry Perry. You've seen me eat it. It's like I get like red and white sauce.
It's
and
that
stuff
shit
all
that if
over.
you were to
yeah,
try
that's
and eat
what-
it,
okay.
you would explode into a million
Yeah, but honestly, I saw it on DoorDash and I immediately went, yummy. So I'm probably
Is
going
it
to
hot?
The stuff
If
he
you
gets
get it
is-
hot, you don't have to.
You don't have to.
It's very good, honestly. He had it at a milder flavor, I think. He had the Cajun.
My
it
issue was that it
taste
didn't taste Cajun. It just was spice, and I'm like, okay.
If you get like a milder flavor, it's just very good chicken and rice. It's a
Also,
little-
what I had wasn't a milder flavor. The Cajun is the one directly under
Yeah, I
it.
don't think the
get.
How do
Cajun-
you spell
I
it?
don't think the Cajun's even that hot. Huh?
How do you spell it?
P-E-R-I. They also have burgers you can get, but like the chicken burgers and the chicken and rice is just better.
Oh, yeah, what do you think?
I'll top it on you.
Everything you talking about?
I'll top it.
Okay. What do you think?
You want to hear this?
Yeah.
It is expensive. Just letting you know now.
I do not
But he's gonna order that regardless.
Tell you what,
I'm in
Horace,
the mood, so I ain't gonna order.
Horace, can you get me some of their hummus and whatever they give to dip with it?
Yeah, I can. I'm just gonna be fat and order a burger and a
Okay.
chicken and rice.
Taco Bell?
Yeah. It don't taste.
There's not a Rally's
Just to
nearby.
state the record, we are recording.
There's not a Rally's nearby, is there?
What?
Check-
take
check-
that
I
spot.
believe that's in North
No.
Carolina.
No,
What's up?
no,
Take
checkers.
that
No,
sponsorship,
checkers.
Taco Bell.
It's the same thing.
Take that sponsorship.
They keep checkers and rallies in Texas. They
Yeah.
both exist.
They're the
Not
same
one year
thing.
long. There's not one here. I know they're the same thing.
And now don't
It's
feel like
they both
looking at
exist
this.
here.
I do not want Taco Bell. It made me sad looking at it.
What made you sad about it?
I saw them.
I mean, I don't know. I can not get talk. That was just the first thing I saw when I opened it
I'm
up.
gonna tell you so you
It's
guys
fine.
Well, I'm trying to think of what I would want to.
I'm only saying that because I've had taco earlier.
Just make a list of places and hand it to them.
Make a list of places.
That's what I do with Alicia.
That's some convenient shit. Ooh, I can order Zaxby's. I do like Zaxby's.
Sounds black.
What is that?
Zach, it's
It
not a
is,
black
but
place.
I don't.
Is it good chicken?
Nah.
It's okay.
Raising Cane's.
It's
I refuse. That one place I will not go to. But
It's better than Cane's.
it's better than Cane's. It's better than Chick-fil-A.
It's just like whenever I go there, the line is like 2 hours or something.
yeah, that's why they're better.
Is it better than Popeyes?
Popeyes. The
Maybe.
chicken is better than Popeyes. The sandwich is good, but Popeyes is only good for the sandwich anyways.
is it better
So
than
you said
Greenberg?
the occasion wasn't bad?
No, but it's also not
Is
as
the Cajun
expensive
bad?
as Greenberg. What's up?
Is the Cajun bad?
It just tastes like spice. It doesn't taste like
Or
Cajun.
just spice?
Yeah.
Cajun what?
I mean, it depends.
Probably
Maybe
very
it's just who made it at that point. Yeah, I don't mind as long as we can get like a sandwich or something. It's fine.
Yeah, they have chicken sandwich.
Okay.
I don't spend so much money on this shit.
Yeah, I'll sell you the thing.
No, I'm just trying to see how much food I want to get because I'm hungry, but I feel like I'm gonna spend way too much money.
Like honestly, I'll just tell the guy, hey man, just get the freaking gallon of water.
We had water here.
Yeah, we have one.
Yeah, I know.
Water the entire case of water, so.
Oh wow, okay. Only one.
Or someone told me to get one.
Oh, okay.
You could just get water from the fridge, Josh.
Why was that shirt just like on the fucking beanbag?
I got it as a gift like 2 days ago.
Ah.
I just brought it home.
It looks pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Is extra hot, extra hot?
It's what I
Do
get.
they do spikes?
No, well, Zaxby's, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
They do spicy.
Extra hot is what I get. You will.
Do they still have
What
those
spice do you
nibbler
get?
sandwiches?
Yeah, that's what I eat. I love that shit.
How spicy do you get there?
Is the wrap good?
I don't get the stuff that
The burgers. I get the sizzler when
I get. They have like mini
It's like
chicken sandwiches.
this big.
I'm gonna be honest.
ciabatta
So
bread,
I've
like,
had it.
They stick the chicken in lettuce and something. That's pretty good.
I
filling.
recommend
Pretty
like
good.
hot or whatever the level of love that is. A lot of my friends just go for nuclear, which is the hottest one, but it's up to you.
What, here, Jackson's?
I wouldn't say. I would
Yeah.
say like on a scale of like whatever to whatever. Nuclear is not as hot as Dave's. Honestly.
Nibbler's good.
That's what I usually do.
As hot as the main bird thing?
I don't know.
Neighbor
But
is not hot.
I will say this, Patrick. Nuclear is not as hot as Dave's.
The
honestly.
only hot thing at Maybird is the hottest option.
What is Zach sauce?
That's just that's
It's literally cane sauce.
it's their orange sauce.
It tastes like cane sauce.
It's their orange sauce. It's the generic orange sauce.
Or
Half
at
these
least
restaurants
similar.
have it. I'm not shouting at you or nothing.
No, I'm just like.
And we put our
I'm saying
hands
it,
up,
like,
raising our
brother,
song.
I heard it. I heard you like
Put
something.
our hands. Yeah. Oh my god, the
You're
fire.
staring at that fire a little intensely.
Fire dances.
He doesn't even have the fun
I'll
like.
pay you $40.
And are you guys just using candles instead of freaking like Febreze?
There
Thank
was
you.
Febreze, and he was like, "Oh, you should bring Febreze in here," and then I didn't do that. So, or no,
Just
he
sell
meant to
me.
bring
I hate
Febreze
cash.
or someone else.
Creature.
Candles are better. I'm gonna be honest.
Candles do it
Give me
better.
cash.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Get the fried like turkey.
I already got those. But if you want to get one too, go for it. 'Cause I'm gonna eat them by myself.
Yeah, okay, sure. That's fine.
Kid you that
Drop four, man.
you gotta draw 4.
There you go.
Gay. Okay.
You're getting extra hot everything.
I want to try it. My ass will burn
Okay,
too.
you realize if you don't eat it, I'm taking it from you.
Okay.
What are there menu options besides the hummus?
Why
What would
is
you
so much
recommend?
stuff?
What do you mean?
What would you recommend?
Here,
Compared to
chicken and rice in a different spice level than extra hot.
all right. So how much is that?
Have you ever tried chicken
Chicken.
Something bucks. Yeah.
Just give me the hummus this
Put 'em
time.
first, huh?
Next time around, I'll try some. Is there different options for the hummus or
Did
just
you?
hummus?
Did you try it and you were crying?
No, that was Dave's.
Oh, okay.
The ultra hot Dave's option where I accidentally rubbed my eyes.
The hummus is not loading. They're probably out of it right now.
Oh, in that case, you know what? Give me that $20 chicken and rice
The
option,
seasoned fries
and give me the
are
spice
actually-
option you usually get.
Regular
Okay.
season- The
Yeah,
regular seasoning?
I can eat while crying. Don't deny it. You've seen it happen.
Yeah. What's that guy doing?
Check it out.
What's that guy doing, bro?
He died over there. It's fucked up. You like that thing?
Hey, so you want extra hot?
You
I
on the
stole that
with?
thing from my house.
Oh, they do.
Is he hanging on the withdrawal beanbag?
Yep.
Why do you call it the
Okay.
withdrawal?
How far is it?
25,
25
45.
Why is
So,
it?
Oh, it's 25?
frozen's probably
There's
better.
delivery.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Will.
Yeah. Given that it's like 100 outside, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Will, why is it called the withdrawal?
Cash out? What do that?
Cash app's fine. That's fine.
I'm just saying, like, no, it's not about you. But the last time I saw someone laying down on a beanbag that big, they were going through withdrawal.
Yeah. No, the only bad thing about that beanbag is that I fucked up.
Patrick laying it. You might gain some of his
This
powers.
is still yours?
Yeah.
Patrick, you weren't laying it down in that face first, were you?
Alright, for the record, it wasn't recently, but
Yeah, what's
it was when I was a child, so you're a pedophile.
Oh, come
Oh no, it's spreading through secondhand contact.
Patrick, I
I'll make a
have
$10
made a lot of really poor decisions in my life.
No, when they come, I'm just gonna give
Can I
them
not
cash
add
to
Look,
it.
that's what I'm saying. You haven't told me.
You wanna get on here?
Patrick, you were laying down face first in that.
Yeah, it was.
What did it taste like?
I didn't taste it.
Are you sure? Your lips are pretty big,
I
man.
didn't stick my tongue out and go,
God damn. That just got racist. That was crazy.
I didn't stick my tongue out and make love to it. Jesus.
Are you sure? It
Yes,
seems like
I'm
something
sure.
you would
That's
do.
a trick in a second. I placed it away from
Can I not ask for no ice?
Fuck you, man. You got
PayPal?
them. Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, I don't care.
You know what? It's 25, right?
Yeah, I need cash.
speaks.
You don't like cash?
I need cash. You can hand it to him and have him give me 25.
What? You
I'll
want to do
just-
cash?
I'll just-
Someone's giving me cash?
He likes cash. You can give it to him. He'll put it in an envelope and never
I
see
don't
it.
have a 5 with me. I'll just PayPal you.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, okay.
Alright, our food should be here in like 40 minutes or so.
It's added.
Let's see the question. Oh,
Hey,
do that.
hey.
Woo!
Is it like 12.37 plus tag to be like $14, right?
Yeah, wait.
Your PayPal email is still the same.
Tell me
Michael.
how much you do for tip, and then I'll pay.
Still you?
a portion.
Did you just get 2 nibblers?
I got 2 different.
No,
You got 2 nibblers.
I got the sandwich.
Okay.
I got the sandwich with the strawberry lemonade thing.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Okay,
And you put it at your spice level, right?
I did.
Yeah.
How's your knee feel about
Bad. I need to get an MRI.
What happened to your knees?
No idea, so I need to get an MRI.
Oh, shit.
Yours is like a
My dad thinks I have like a torn or like slip disc in my knee or something, which would make sense, I guess.
And it's in the
Bust down a door or something?
Huh?
Bust down a door or something?
No. Well, I will say my knee has been feeling weird ever since like a year ago when I pushed a chair with it and it went like right in the groove.
You split the
from my
tip?
knee.
Yeah, I'm assuming so.
It's the knee.
So none of us are like
Yeah.
super.
No, I have extra capital. Yeah,
Alright, I sent it.
They,
I'm gonna check if Troy sent me anything.
they cut the tax.
You guys want a double dash?
They
boba?
cut tax.
I,
Only paying like
okay,
6%.
fees- Well, I'm sure they cut. It says fees and estimated tax, so they cut that. But it's only $7 of tax on a $50 thing, which I think is normal about.
No, that's about like $3 over.
Six. That's 5. That's 11. And then we'll add 5.
But if it's seven,
Who
it'll
said?
be about-
You said you refused to do the recap this time.
You owe me 16. You owe me 17.
What even happened last session? It's been a while.
Unless they cannot do it.
No.
Adequate.
Bro refused. All right.
I didn't.
Was it for?
I wasn't
only
here.
for
It
forward
was
payment.
Will's first session.
Will.
I wasn't here.
Oh,
so-
right.
forward payment.
We basically.
Well, let them finish.
Zell?
To check my math again, but it's out, yeah.
Okay. So what happened was, we were leaving whatever place where we were going from. I forgot, but we were stopped along the road after I checked some abandoned wagons and found nothing in them. All of a sudden, the cops show up, hunting some guy down. We basically made fools out of them, saved a wife and her kid, and also some random guy off the side of the road.
I think you're the random guy on the side of the road.
I am the random guy at the side of the road.
Okay. I was not here, so.
That's not inaccurate. 'Cause that's
We proceeded to be asked about the said situation and individual that disappeared.
Then we killed the cops.
We gave them a very truthful answer. They wanted our information. I became Captain Gardino. And I forgot what Galamask called himself, so I have an alias called Captain Gardino of some random regiment.
I also forgot what I called myself, but I turned myself into a pog.
I'm have changed my name since you forgot his name. I thought these stricken for the record that Captain Bernardino's not.
No. I'm gonna keep. Whenever we go
Anyway.
somewhere, I'm gonna call you Captain Gardino.
Forgot about it.
How would I
But we essentially killed those guys. I took their identification, and we saved the people that were being held captive with. I keep forgetting your name. It's in my notes. Oh,
My name
Yeah.
is
Don't worry. No, don't worry. I got it.
Yeah.
I have notes.
Uh-huh.
Zeru.
Zerunea.
Zerunei.
It's like that Japanese soda. You have to
Yeah,
say
it's like
the A at the
ramen,
end.
but
Yeah, it's like ramune, but
But
do?
with a
X.
Z.
Well, just go, let them call you ramen, man. Same thing, ramen. It's not different.
We'll just call him Zay.
Gardino,
Zay-
Ramune, to my side.
What?
Combat
We
approach.
basically
I don't
met
think-
Zay,
I don't think he's still seen me.
Okay.
and yeah, we realized
No.
he's a very, very religious person.
No.
And cares for the people.
No.
He seen you.
Yeah.
We made the excuse that you were very injured in a recent combat and were in a medically induced coma.
Yeah. In the fucking barrel.
No, not in the barrel. I'll put you in the bed.
What the fuck?
I was treating you.
Do this whole thing. Just preferably don't take all my money.
$5 billion.
That will bounce, most definitely.
You can do that and send it back.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Anything else?
Okay.
Other
There
than
was
that-
more.
There was a lot of arguing.
Yeah.
Oh, and there was a giant arrow that came in and hit the ground, and everyone saw a vision of a bunch of people going into a mountain.
Well, now one somewhat of a person going into
It's
a.
not disabled.
There was several.
You don't know that yet.
I do know that, actually.
What's that, DM?
No. Looks like
17.
no, Troy, that wasn't even looks at DM. That was looks at Dom. You don't know that.
You don't know that.
I think I do. I think I know one of the people
This
this
is
way.
this is a Bruce Almighty situation.
No, if you think you can do it better, do it yourself. Immediately half the population gone. Oh, yeah, cool.
Oh, you think I'm just gonna send it to myself?
I was like, why am I on this page?
Cash App? I'd rather just use Zelle.
You have my Cash App, right?
You only got Cash App?
Patrick,
What?
you have my Cash App, right?
Yes, I do.
You can send it to me and I'll send it to him.
No, you can, I have Cash App.
Well, isn't like stooping to that level of poverty in terms of penny maps.
I don't know how to pull money out of Cash App.
You tap the little number in the corner and it transfers bank.
Yeah, is there like a cash out option?
Is
I
your bank
barely
connected
use
to your
it.
Cash App? Because it has to be for that to work.
The answer is no.
Trying to figure that out. Give me a moment.
So something I remember you guys talking about was
Oh, I
escorting
think
that
funny.
mother and child somewhere.
Yeah.
We rescued Lacrissa and Lana?
She's
Lyra.
definitely not named after that mid-ass Pokemon character.
I already forgot which Pokemon character that would be.
I love Sun and Moon.
Oh, that's a pretty. I like that.
It's not named in a lot of things.
But yeah, they were the two. Lyra and Lacrissa were the two individuals locked in the prison transport, and then we learned that their village got razed not by Lunice, but by probably someone, by the Guard military.
Right, the Garm military board.
Was it the Guard military? I thought it was just a military group.
Nope, it was the Garm military.
It was a
I didn't have to think
That's why
that.
they were locked in the Garm military transport after the time.
So yeah, the village got burnt down, and supposedly Riol left without being a hero.
I think the
So
Garm military is stealing your idea
Huh?
of burning down villages.
I mean, I have.
He's kind of right. He's kind of right. That was the other idea.
Yeah.
You should be
They're
mad.
making heroes
This is,
before you can, man.
this is plagiarism,
It's fine.
dude.
You told Alicia that.
Maybe Riol will come back for revenge. I need to find him and train him.
Sleep. Do you imagine me writing paper?
But yeah, Riol ran away, and we only
just
know
killed
that
character.
the Lacrissa and Lyra are the only survivors we know of so far, other than Riol, possibly. And after that, more shenanigans, and then Arrow, and we got
Another 40 gold up for offer. Does anyone remember the name of the city at the bottom of the mountains you were supposed to take them to? In front of the peak.
Say it over now.
There was a city, or a small settlement at the bottom of the mountains that you were supposed to take them to.
Give me one.
I don't think I wrote that down.
Starts with a P.
So I do remember.
This name I think I do actually remember. When I'm checking.
Looking at
I
it.
love bargaining or auctioning fake money off. Awesome.
Nope, I don't have it down where I put their names. So yeah, I probably don't know what it is. I only do so much. My
Well, your options were, was it not Aquilonia?
no, it's not like a main city. It was
Yeah, it's a small settlement that just got founded by people who were being chased out of the mountains and other places.
Yeah,
It's like a refugee camp kind of.
I do remember mentioning it. I
Right
don't-
there.
I just don't remember the name.
Yeah, I do remember.
I'll take a name now.
Can we get 5% of that 20?
Oh, let me pull it up. I have that here actually.
Can I take my 40 gold for remembering Lacrissa? God.
Yeah, you got it.
God.
Can I actually trade that 40 gold to reverse a cripple IC one day?
What the fuck?
Reverse a cripple. It's crazy.
I'm just gonna save someone. Here, I saved.
Domain expansion.
Well-
Ableist domain. Ableism area.
I'll just take the 40 gold. I don't know how I'll reverse it. I'm not a cleric. Actually, no, we have a cleric.
Yeah.
You can fix people.
He became a paladin.
Not a cleric anymore.
No, he got a paladin.
Lies, remember?
He became a paladin.
So you can fix people.
He's a pally now.
You do the
He
whole prayer
decided
and
to
shit.
reinterpret how his relationship with his goddess, and he can no longer heal people because
What do you expect him to do to a cripple?
Huh?
Wait, actually, I know. If you cut off someone's hand, they lose hit points. If you heal someone, they regain hit points. Therefore, we cut off their hand, heal them, they have their hand back because they regain all their hit points.
I don't think that's how that works.
Just like in Pokemon.
No, it's like 4th edition D&D.
I like to regrow my beard. I'll have to do it again.
Alright, so your options I think you guys were thinking was either taking them to the fishing village, or
Keeping
not
them.
fishing village, taking them to the refugee settlement at the bottom of the base of the mountains, or that dungeon that you were already on the way to explore for the ecological survey.
Yeah, we can't. We did come to a decision about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Okay, they
We
did.
decided that it was. We decided that ultimately the group decided it was fine taking them with us to the dungeon and then to the settlement. Trying to gaslight me. I remember.
What did you want to do?
Huh? I want to take Lyra with us inside the dungeon.
Why?
She's trying to fight.
Yeah. But I've been told that children don't need to learn how
I'm
to
not
fight.
making a 9-year-old character sheet.
It's fine.
You don't
It's
have to
all
make that,
eights.
you know.
All
because
eights,
it's all
baby.
eights,
It-
and the hit point is 1.
A
Don't worry.
graze from a knife will kill this child.
Yes, I said that putting children in life or death situations is not good.
The guard military already did it. We're just helping them be able to fight back. That was my argument.
Yeah, I'm spitting right now.
Is that what it says?
Alright, so we can begin right after the large red arrow dissipates from the path. So that, if you need me to re-explain the imagery that you saw, I can. Mostly for the people in front of me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, make sure.
They were in their cart, they were going down the path, and then a large arrow,
Oh wait, stop.
red energy arced from the sky and crashed in front of the cart, making a large crater, And then a rough kind of male voice kind of rang out.
It's
and
a
everyone
4K,
was
it's
just
too
like,
clear.
saying, consider this a gift. And then these, the arrow, when you look at the and the image just, the image they saw was essentially Tyron, Aldos, a few people from the ground military higher-ups, including one other person that I did end up describing, which was a black female landed with scars on right side. Yeah, the right side.
I just have
and it's kind of twisted scar marring the side of her jaw that made it so she couldn't like.
She basically has a permanent snarl on her face.
Yeah, kind of. And like so the hair there doesn't actually grow back well. She's kind of like a dark charcoal gray, wearing fairly light armor, and her arms are kind of covered in these not covered, but there's several gold rings hanging from it that look like they've been taken as some kind of trophy. And she also went in there with them. So it's Aldos, Tyron, 4 or 5 other people, and then this specific lady whose name's just and several soldiers. Went through what looked like a hidden door in the base of the mountain. That they opened it, went inside, closed it, and it looks like just the side of the mountain. And you can tell by looking at the mountains that it's the ones far more so in the middle of the range, because near the bottom they're kind of like that brown terracotta color. In the middle they start turning gray, and then near the top they start turning black. So it's somewhere in the middle of the near the middle of the mountain range. And the arrow itself dissipated, and that was where you guys stopped. I didn't have it in front of the cart, so.
I wouldn't have seen it, but I assume the cart shuttered.
No arrows in stereo.
So who was outside this evening?
Oh, it's everyone.
You were
You were
inside?
just asleep, bro.
I've woken up because the cart shuttered.
He woke up in the barrel.
That's
I
when you
was-
put him in bed.
I was directly outside because that was part of the guess.
I was driving the cart. Well, I was helping drive the cart. I was around.
So that is the imagery that you saw. It dissipates and you can pick up.
Okay.
It is also like the middle of the afternoon. It's like 4 or 5.
Okay, that was rather interesting.
For one of you, I presume.
Yes.
Most likely. You okay, G?
That was meant for us.
Like,
As a
powerful
whole.
friend
You
phone
could-
must have instead
You
of
can roll to see if you recognize the voice. You'll have advantage on it. Everyone except for Will will have advantage on it. You recognize.
what type of role is it?
Which was
History.
I think it was history.
Yeah, in my case, it would definitely be history.
I mean, if we all hear it, we're just trying to see if we know what it is. I think it'd be history, right?
Yeah, it's just history. It's also not a hard roll to pass.
Then 11.
Huh?
19.
Oh shit, that guy?
I don't know who
11.
this guy is.
14.
A 5.
Fuck. I got 11. Forget you.
No, it was a 5.
22.
I was an advantage.
Josh was cheating again.
Again.
He changes his dice rolls so people aren't
The only
looking.
reason I said except you is because you have no idea who this person is.
Yeah, I know.
You still rolled better than all of you except for Troy. That motherfucker rolled
Because of Captain 5 over here.
Okay, sure. 6.
Okay.
I don't need advantage, I have disadvantage.
As Len's voice. Just kind of. It's the first thing that comes to mind.
What I'm saying, I pretty much inherently knew that anyway.
So I know that this guy exists. So what is?
You technically could. He is. Depends on how much you dealt with the military.
I rolled a 19.
Well, shit.
Yeah, he's
Dungeons
been
and
raised
Dragons-
like half of their
rules of
platoon.
Dragons and Dungeons say that he has to know who that
Well,
is.
no.
The rule of
wondering if
houses
I
and
know.
humans clearly state.
I don't think you would.
Okay.
Alright, you mean referencing fuck. I caught that. Houses and human headaches.
Why were you being chased by the cops again?
I can't quite put my.
Me?
Yeah.
Do you need to know?
Yes.
No.
Ignore my manservant, Jeeves. Please tell us the reason why you're being
I
chased.
think I'm gonna take their opinions a little bit.
Whoa! I Have fun sleeping on the roof of the wags.
You don't need to know.
Galbax, be nice to our guest.
We don't even know his name.
Why is
for
everyone
now,
so loud?
He might have been arrested for vagrancy, the only truly thing you should ever be arrested
For now,
for.
in solace, I'm in solace because we both dislike the government.
All you need to know is that I was arrested for being an enemy of the state.
Oh shit, never
Ah,
mind.
Same thing we would get arrested.
He's chaotic good.
Why is everyone so loud as I open up my door?
I'm just saying that.
Wait,
Twaddle, you awake?
Oh, you're awake?
Hell, friend.
You took a bit of a tumble there.
I'm trying to sleep.
How tall's your guy?
Why are you in my
He
ketchup barrel?
is, I think like 6'2".
Shit, you're triple my height.
he's
So we got the two Shaggy Roger characters over here.
Yeah, he's 6'2".
6 foot.
I look up at you. How interesting.
Who are you?
Zerude, and I extend a hand.
I try to grab it.
I think you'd be doing this.
Oh yeah, I'd be doing that. I'm 6'2". My character is
How tall are you? This one. How tall are you?
5'11".
Oh.
to give a quick description, my character is a tall, built satyr wearing mismatched plate armor, clearly taken from several corpses. He has a helmet on that has metal kind of shaped around one eye, so he's got only one eye that's poking through. He's got a shield that looks like it used to be a Garn military tower shield that's been broken off at the bottom half to form like a guillotine blade, effectively. It is covered in blood stains at the bottom and a giant scorch mark across the top with a blood red sigil in the middle of 3 lightning bolts.
I see.
Cool shield.
Thank you.
Fine. Twaddle.
Did you mention the fact that you look kind of like the people?
I do have like red skin. I'm not
While-
a full satyr, I'm a half satyr.
While Squeak was introducing himself, I shoved my barrel forward to get him out of it. To go wash the mouse hair out of it.
You tumble out of the barrel.
I threw this one away.
No, these are my barrels. You need to get your own.
What the fuck you? I open up my barrel stash.
What? Oh,
My
These are
barrel
things
stash.
that I was aware of existing.
That's my barrel stash.
What
Don't
do you
rest
mean?
on it being yours.
Why is there ketchup in my barrels?
Because they're mine. You're trying to steal my secret formula.
The discourse kicked. This is just like last time. That guy was going through important letters. They're arguing about fucking mustard or some shit.
God damn
it's
it!
like I'm trying. Freaking.
As you can see, our
I pressed the red button.
resident master alchemist and master wizard.
The air quotes probably were not
Well, you know,
necessary.
they're interesting enough characters.
Yes,
I don't really think the air quotes were really
This
good.
guy falls asleep on the job. Don't ever
To
listen
be
to him.
fair, that guy is an actual master alchemist. He's certified. It's kind of crazy.
Actually,
He walked in during someone else's exam and
Yeah.
took the exam that someone else had paid for.
You didn't know that.
We saw it happen.
You
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
know
you didn't. I don't know that.
Oh man, I'm just spreading rumors. My bad. I thought we were watching it
I don't
happen.
know that.
Taking an alchemist's exam in the place of some snotty rich kid isn't really a sin.
Fair. And though he does put a little bit of
I've witnessed enough.
splotches on his name, he is a very accomplished wizard. Is the best way for me to
Made the sun.
I'm quite certain if he's traveling
Yeah.
with your party, he is.
I'm also a son.
We have had travels, yes.
definitely done that shit.
Oh.
We might have even one more than we've lost.
Well, regardless, it's good to be acquainted with all of you.
Oh.
And then,
So you wanted to go to the dungeon, right?
of course,
Yes.
yes, God.
Let's carry on then.
Yes, God.
This guy.
I can get used to this shit.
So in terms of class, alright, actually, how to get.
Oh, do you want to know?
Yeah, let's say it in character. So what exactly do you do?
Yeah, sure.
I'm, well, I've been on the run for a while. I'm quite adept with a sword, axe. My personal favorite is a flail. It's a little bit, you know, of a metaphorical thing.
I start getting moving, by the way. Well,
Recently, I found myself entangled with some higher power. I'm not quite sure who or what, but
Or E.
couldn't tell you that either.
No.
We don't need to know.
Well,
All I know is that he saved my life. For that I serve.
Is that right?
Well,
yeah.
it seems standard for
it sounds open ended.
coming to this place.
Sounds open and you have a bad employment contract.
It sounds very.
Bro's working for Walmart.
You should listen to
It
Neugard.
sounds very further run for coming to this continent. It seems.
Yeah.
I also.
Oh, I was born here.
Oh,
Oh, you're born here.
Yes.
Huh. Well, see.
Well, you might want to keep that God thing to yourself, then, my man.
Trust me, I'm quite well aware.
And when
There's a
you're
reason I was on the run in the first place.
Oh, right, of course.
Ah, yes.
And
Well,
to assume that the sigil on your shield is
His? Yes.
oh,
yes. For the most part, right? Most of our party, actually, currently, it's quite split down the middle. Half of us were born here. The other half weren't.
Yeah.
I myself traveled in not but 2 months ago.
Oh, I think the food is.
Oh shit.
Quite the journey in that time, I assume.
Continue our clip.
Yeah, but
Still.
But
yes.
I would suggest you take our friend Neugard's advice. He can help you get a union for dealing with your higher power.
Not quite sure I need one just yet.
I'm just
To
saying.
each their own.
Once I understand it a bit more, I'll think about it.
I see. But still, if
So,
you're interested,
No, go ahead.
but still, if you're interested in some pick-me-ups from there, then maybe
Ask.
ask for something.
You're pretty good at brewing.
Making things pretty new. Not a master maker yet.
If I need anything, I'll make sure.
Need something for to not be so lonely at night. These two can help.
don't
Not quite sure.
advertise that. That guy advertises that.
Oh
Leave
no.
me out of that.
Yeah, no, that.
Were you not the one as I pull out a small vial of this white liquid?
That was not me. That was him.
White liquid.
I offered you herbal contraceptive. There's a difference.
You gotta keep that love potion away, man.
Yeah,
no,
no, I feel
when I
like
find the time.
We'll be stopping in plenty of cities. You'll have all the time you need. Speaking of which, about your armor set, did you by any chance, how do I put this in a correct way? Send them the deal departed in a good way?
that's good.
Sorry?
You send the deal departed in reverence. In
I'm not quite sure
one
what.
piece.
I believe he's
Oh,
asking.
you're asking if they were dismembered or not.
Yes. I want to know if you were a barbaric type of.
Trust me, I finished off everyone I started.
Oh,
That's fine.
well, I'm sure the ladies are all very satisfied.
Both of us are Chekhov, so.
The difference is I think my heat was hotter, or was it
Everyone's you all got the same.
legit?
I recommend opening it using your hands and dripping chicken water.
Like
It's gonna be hot.
that. I was like,
You thought I was just drinking?
Okay, with hands and then what?
just drinking a
Rip the
40
chicken
right?
apart with
Let
your
me
hands.
tell you, if I had a 40, I would be drinking.
What do you call it? If you want to move your laptop forward, you can eat on it. I don't really care if you eat on it. Just don't fuck shit up, obviously.
Yeah. That's enough. And then,
Especially considering this is not my pool.
and then just another pertinent question to someone like me. Because I've gotten this weird. Well, do you?
Let me go get some more water. real
When you were saved by your said god, did he keep you all in one piece?
Of course.
Wait.
That's a very odd question, Guard.
Another guard.
Wait, you met God?
Oh,
For a brief.
did you do your roll?
Oh, yeah, shit.
Hold on, do your religion roll.
I was trying to figure out what my sigil
No,
is.
every day he rolls to see whether if his character believes in gods or not.
Ah, okay.
He's an atheist.
Ah,
Some days.
I believe gods are just mortals. They're just
It's a sham.
Yeah. He rolls a d100 to see if he believes in gods or not.
for a brief moment. Yes, he appeared in front of me.
Are you sure you weren't drinking something?
Well, if I had been drinking something, maybe I would have been a little bit more happy about the experience. No, I had not.
Okay. Okay.
Been on a mountain.
I'm glad that he or it served you well in your time with him.
Of course.
Not the same for a lot of
If you
us.
were wondering about this, I'd take off my helmet. My face is fully intact. It's
Oh,
It's a choice. He's dribbling himself on purpose.
I see.
the
I'm assuming
the
that
man
you-
I saw on the vision. He wears an eye patch. I myself am just emulating his glory.
No regard. I'm gonna ask you to.
I use Aubrey.
Ask you to relax.
I need to ask my God a
I'm gonna
question.
need you to relax.
I'm listening.
Hey God, is it possible for to like get rid of a god's disability?
Wait.
What? I'm not quite sure Talos even needs the eye patch. Yeah.
No, yeah, he really
He
doesn't.
took the eye out himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought it was poked out by God of the Elves.
So it was poked and bleeding, and then he went.
Oh, right.
He's like, oh man, I really don't need this shit, huh?
There's a god of the light years.
Several.
There are several, unfortunately. Oh, that
We're
was-
asking Augury if you can cure a god's disability.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can.
sorry.
Can he turn an
If-
elven god
my,
human? Yes.
my question to the Raven Queen is, if I were to make a wish that the idea of being crippled would disappear from the world, would that include gods?
Well, it's only in the world, and the gods aren't really in it, right?
I mean, the gods
A
are.
lot of the gods have receded from this plane. So, if a god was on this plane and you wish for a disability to be gone, it also depends on the subjective definition of disability. That's the Raven Queen's answer, by the way.
Wow, I really do hate your answers.
You pick the god of death, not the god of
I
getting,
picked the
not the
god
god of eugenics, man.
I'm the god of trauma.
Who's mad because I'm right?
Huh, unfortunate. Well, I need to find a wizard. Preferably one at level 20 that I can do my bidding.
You can't say level 20 in character. The levels don't exist.
Sorry, I need to find a very well accomplished wizard with many years of training.
Hello.
Very odd.
Okay.
I'm right here. I could fix his disability. I have duct tape and a hand.
Are you saying this about his god like in front of him?
Oh, no, I'm talking in character.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all talking in
I'm
character.
talking in character. And my character is like,
Neugard, I have duct tape.
I don't think you understand what I need, and I consider you an acquaintance. I don't want to put you into like
A business
dire
relationship?
straits to get what I want.
I have a hand. I could plate it in gold. We could just
You'll be fine.
then we could just cast
Well,
animate
anyway,
on him.
So you killed people like that.
With my eye covered?
Correct.
You just watched him do it.
I've
That
done
is
it
true.
before, but in the moment of triumph that I had, no, that was
Oh, so you take it off and then.
no.
Oh,
I kill people with the helmet on. I'm saying the time where my god came to me, I did not have a helmet covering half my
well,
face.
yes, because he saved you and put the helmet on to
Of course.
emulate.
His greatness.
Yes, that.
Mimicry is a form of flattery. I'm sure he approves.
Oh,
What'd you say your god's name was again? Did you know?
Talos.
Talos.
well,
I'm not quite sure he's been on this planet for a long time.
I don't know. I'm not.
Was a
I'm
religion
too
check
familiar,
prompted earlier?
But
The shrine I
While I was
found to
gone?
him was abandoned.
Was a religion check prompted earlier while I was gone?
No.
Okay.
Why?
I was
Do you
asking
want to
about
roll
names
religion,
to
see
you.
if you know anything?
Yeah.
religion check.
7.
Ain't got any pluses to that shit.
9. We got nothing.
13.
You know that.
I will also roll one just if he's in any relation to Clone.
I basically
I'm just gonna give you that. He is not.
I just want to know his circle.
What'd you get?
13.
There you go.
He wants to know what?
The
Circle.
circle. His domain.
Oh,
At least
Like-
one of them. Like it doesn't. With 13, I don't think I get.
so
them all.
are you trying to catch the domain that I care about, or all like
Any
just
of-
any domain?
Any of their domains.
I guess that would be the one you would know, right?
Yeah, he has domain over rebellion.
I understand why you're an enemy of the state. It's a religious thing too. That's very
How
interesting.
Interesting.
I'm mostly just opposed to state because they're annoying and they get in the way and they tell me not to do things.
It must be some way of advertising against cripples.
I'm not quite certain the logical train you're going on here, but I'm going to go ahead and ignore what you're saying.
Thank
Put my
you.
note back on.
Thank you. You were gonna get us into another boss fight. This time it's gonna be PvP.
Maybe the most reasonable person I've met.
I'm right here.
Entire continent. So
Try my best to be.
I'm right here. G, I'm right
I
here.
said you may be the most reasonable person I've met on this continent.
Give me 1
I
second.
appreciate it. Ah,
Mo, you okay?
Perfectly clear outside. There is not a cloud in sight. You hear that?
I check if Mo's looking
Oh.
in any direction.
Mo's looking towards the mountains.
Is my shield crackling?
Look to the mountains.
It's hot.
It's hot.
I look to the mountains and I look up.
You
Perception.
get a distinct like smell of burned air around your shield.
19. Sorry, incorrect.
Is this like burn air before a lightning strike burn air, or is this burn air after? a
Dirty 20,
burn
rip.
air?
Not crit.
Okay.
Dirty 20, not crit.
30-20 non-crit. What we roll?
Perception.
Okay. There's not a cloud in the sky, even in the direction of the mountains, nor did you see a lightning strike of any kind. However, hairs on the back of your neck and on your arms, like you're a dragonborn, but you feel like
Gems, but yeah.
you got hair, motherfucker?
Small gems.
Your entire body feels kind of tense, like you're being not just watched, but listened to closely. And
I
for some
suggest,
reason, your attention is like framed towards the mountains, but you don't feel like you should look directly at it.
I suggest you avoid the topic of conversation, or at least the path you were going down.
It would be
Regardless.
probably traumatic. Anyway.
I believe we have a job to do.
Well, yeah. So
Or you do, and I'm tagging you along.
That's fair. Jay, I'm assuming you fed Lyra and Lucressa, right?
yes, of course. I
I
wouldn't.
believe he gave them supplies.
Yes, supplies and also when we made. Yes, supplies separate from when we made food earlier.
Not something you food was human.
Yes, I said separate from when we made food earlier.
Okay, so I'm just making sure that you understand that. I don't think we should be
He
feeding.
wasn't even one of those guys, was a dwarf.
I didn't think we should have been either, but hey, I guess.
Now we
Just
all
gonna-
have
are you just
shaking
gonna- Are you
disease.
just gonna waste the food?
I just didn't think anyone would be okay with that. It's fine.
Yeah, so good. I'm getting another sauce off the lid.
Well, no, there's just more.
Oh yeah.
You want some? There's more sauce right here.
Oh sweet. Yeah.
All I require is 2 red sauces and like 3 white sauces. So
What is the white ziti?
it's tzatziki.
It's gonna be a red.
Just a red?
Yeah. Just a red. Thank you.
The white sauce, what?
Tzatziki, it's like a Greek sauce. The
Well, you
the
see
one
on
that you
Heroes.
put on everything.
It's very
Mediterranean people.
It's very good. You see it on Heroes if you go to a hero place. But yeah.
How interesting.
Well, that sign outside was a pretty good indicator that we should probably continue on our quest in regard, and you should not trigger a combat situation with the person we just met.
Your shield is
Hey,
no
one,
longer
I don't believe that.
However, one of the cracks along the bottom of it, you notice is a little bigger.
Thanks, Horace.
How interesting.
Oh, and
I send
meantime.
telepathically to each of you that we might be being watched or something like that.
Is that sent to me?
Yeah.
I out loud respond, yeah, no, really.
So I don't know if you knew that you could speak in your head, but a random guy just starts talking to you in your brain.
Not quite used to that. Yes, I'm
Troy,
quite
you
sure
bring me a water bottle?
the man you were just speaking about is watching us. He's always watching me.
Yes, that's.
I would
He does that.
I forgot about you. When the crack of the thunder was heard, the sword of Strongmouse vibrated, like, angrily. Not angrily, but, like, insanely against your back. You can just feel it, like, shaking in the sheath. Not, like, in a scared way, more so, like, get me out of the sheath.
let me fight. Fight time.
You know the messed up part? I was just about to say, come get me when we were ready, because I was gonna go meditate with the sword.
The sword, when you pull it out, you look at it at the blade that's usually covered in multiple constellations and living stars that are from the past, the future, the present. And instead, there is just one, like, large red, like, diamond of a star just shining in the middle of it. The rest of the cosmos around it seems black, and the sword is like shaking, and you can hear the blade kind of rattling on the inside almost.
Oh, how interesting. What's the sword
As
type?
the crack of thunder dissipates, the sword slowly stops, and the one large red star, like, kind of gets smaller and smaller, and lessens its glow to a dim red light, or not dim, one red pinprick amongst the rest of the cosmos.
As if it's
But I
just
can still, but it's
You can still see it. Yeah. It's just not the only star you see.
It didn't push out all the other stars. In the
It's not. It's like it's not pushing out the rest of everything else. Okay.
You would also be able to see that when you pull it out.
An interesting weapon.
Yes. Necessary requirements on our journey.
Oh, necessary. So everybody's like, what did you tell me?
Necessary to tell me anything. I'm going to go convene with it in just a moment.
Oh, okay.
But
I don't
yes,
like when they're all
an interesting tale for perhaps another time. It's a long story, but it was a necessary requirement to free an acquaintance of ours from Magnus.
I see. Well, I hope the sword lets you know that the guy that sent that message probably shouldn't be tracking.
I'm a little more in tune with common sense than some others who could be named.
I'm gonna get you a water real quick.
So don't worry. I completely understand that match. Not a trifle.
Can you give me a refill of any soda? That's
Any soda?
any of the sodas that are.
But if you'll excuse me, if you wouldn't mind coming to acquire me when we are closer to our destination, I will be convenient. And Jay will go back in his room and meditate with the sword.
Okay.
What's the ETA on us, by the way?
3 to 5 minutes.
Okay. I was like, I don't think it should be much longer.
Yeah, he just wasn't in the line for a while.
Yeah.
Does the crack look like it's not fucking with the structural integrity of the shield at all, is it?
No, it's like on the bottom where it's been sheared off. There's like little chips in it. One of those little chips has become like a kind of jagged crack. It's about 2 inches long.
What was it? I
Would
would
like that
also
to be mended?
I'm not quite sure you could.
in that time also I will be cleaning
Fair.
I'll
the sword.
can I let go of the shield?
You can.
Do you want to handle it?
I hand you the reins.
I will warn you. When you insulted him before, it grew hot.
Insult or truth.
That man's wild. I'm glad I'm not.
I'll grab the reins.
You got that.
I grab the shield.
The DM is just like, I immediately have to go back to my table. Well,
Point out Red Green cares nothing. Just another
I need a
shield.
label for that step down.
Step down. Oh, this one?
also, I don't really feel it in here as much as you thought I would. The slant.
It's like over there if you're standing.
Yeah, it's not too bad. You grab the shield. Please roll me
It's not sentient, is it?
your choice of
I'll go religion. Ha! Does my blessing from the Raven Queen activate for this?
What were the conditions for it?
It was something that dealt with God, basically gods, and it gave me a +2 to religion and intimidation.
Yes, your visage of the Raven Queen, the quote thing that shows up over you, the Raven thing.
Is
That-
it forcibly activates?
Yes.
Ah, unfortunate. Protects me as a lightning bolt just going over the top.
You get the +2. So what is it?
25.
Okay, so you can hold the shield. Okay, it's in your hand. It's not hurting you, but as you grasp it, your vision is like the horizon in your vision is suddenly taken over by a large, like a red tint that covers it, and in the distance, all you see is a large, what looks like a man covered in something like storm clouds of some kind, with red lightning crackling between them, swatting at what looks like a giant visage of a raven that's just flying around over it. They're clearly in some kind of battle, whether it's serious or not, you can't tell. But you don't hear any sound from it, and all you see is just that happening in the horizon, past the mountains that you're looking at. That's just while you're holding it. And no one else can see it.
Probably fucked up a little bit. Well, she can probably handle herself.
Are you gonna try and clean it?
Pulls out microfiber cloth.
The longer you hold it, the closer that the battle seems to get to you, to the point where about like 30 seconds after you grabbed it, the ravens have now split into what looks like a large flock, or a murder, I guess, or is that Kratos? One of those things.
Sure.
And one of them lands directly on the shield and pecks at your hands.
So that's the problem. Prestidigitation pass.
For the record, everything you tried to do to clean it does nothing.
Damn it.
You let go of the shield, the vision immediately snaps away. There was no bird, but you do see like red, like imprints and gashes on your hand where the birds are like swarming them, clawing at them, and pecking you.
Should we say
It all happened in the span of like 30 seconds.
Did you see it appear?
Yeah, the cuts on his hand, you saw them appear as the birds were doing them, but you didn't see the birds.
Okay there, friend?
Just another Tuesday.
Warned you, I'm not quite sure what it can do.
Don't worry, Norgard never listens to any cautionary
Also, I guess
advice.
the one thing you guys did see, you've never seen him do it before, is there's a large visage of a black bird that will show up over him and kind of like tower over him when he triggers the Raven Queen's blessing. So when you touch the shield, that appears for about 30 seconds.
That hurt a lot. Interesting.
I bet.
You lose 6 hit points.
By the way, your toilet is so awesome. Because it sounds like the Shin Godzilla laser noise.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
I did not know that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was listening to it again because I had to go
Oh, maybe get
piss.
the water bottle for him?
The fridge?
There's some in the fridge, there's some next to the fridge.
Alright, I might get that one last time. I'll just bring a water bottle with me.
Very good. It's a little hot, but it's good.
It's good.
But yeah, I see what you mean. He's a bit temperamental. Not too sure if it's. I'll leave it at that because I feel like I don't really want to make my contract have to work extra and give me more things to do.
I think he matches my temperament. Maybe to a bit more of an extreme.
It's because he's gay. Okay.
I'll keep that in mind.
And you're commuting with the sword?
Correct.
You place it in front of you, and whatever the fuck the position is, I don't know what you meditate as, but weird footwork, weird shit. So as you commune with it, you close your eyes, and you open them, and you're in a similar plane to what you've been in before. Like dark landscape around you, the constellations like almost pulled down out of the sky, so they're like look like they're within reach almost. You can touch them. You see the mountains in the distance, but nothing else. It's largely just black and purple. And you see what looks a familiar silhouette of Stronghouse just standing. It's just his body with like a purple outline, and a few stars shining within his form. It looks like he's just kind of standing there with his arms crossed, and there's a large, like Kalembor style scale of justice next to him that's like almost as tall as he is. And you also see that that it looks like whatever the plane pulled the sky to the point where the large red star that you saw earlier is like directly above you.
Oh.
So also the entire area is like tinted, like printed.
I got them.
Anything cool?
I told him what he saw when he used the sword and got pulled into the demi-plane with the sword head, which was a purple and black landscape where the stars have been like pulled down so that they're very close to the ground almost, and essentially moved so that the red star that you saw earlier was directly above them, tinting the whole area in a kind of bright scarlet. And the silhouette of the god who owned that sword is standing there next to a large Kalimberite scale of justice.
I'm gonna put yours in with mine. So.
That's crazy.
Give me my fries. No.
Did they actually forget?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I can maybe get a refund.
Little cheesy
hell is
bites.
that?
Cheesy bites.
It's fried cheese. You try.
How much do you want some? Because I took them also.
Are they good? Yeah, try them. They're good.
Don't go eating them all now.
Yeah.
I paid my goddamn money for that.
Quote to you, liberal. It's Alamudi.
I'm back to paying attention.
Actually, I'm a proletariat, so I have more rights to that. That's how that works, man. So that's what you see upon arriving into the demi-plane. Not saying anything, he's just kind of looking at you, looking at the star, and looking at you.
I walk closer to both him and Steel. Nah. I don't know if that red star is Talos, but I'm not taking up a third dad. Not happening.
The star itself is not Talos.
Cool. Not taking up a third dad. Wait.
Why not, man?
Also, you need a longer
I was talking to him first.
Anything like probably. I will something.
But
I'll grab it so it can be a little closer. I don't know how it sounds.
I walk up to him in the scale. And I don't have anything with me in this heavy plane. It's like it's just
Your clothes.
Yeah.
You have the things you had on you.
Okay, yeah, I thought so. But then a short respectful bow, strong us, walk up and touch the scales.
Put a lot of trust in him.
As you touch the scales, they give a little bit on the left side, and the red star kind of shines a little brighter, which provokes a reaction from whatever shred of Stronghouse power is left with the sword. As he kind of reaches up both his hands and grabs what looks like a fold in the sky and just throws it, so the sky kind of spins in this nauseating effect where the stars are whirling past you, and it comes back to several meaningful giant constellations, and the red star you can see is much farther in the distance. The red tint it was putting over the entire scene is gone. And he kind of, the silhouette lowers his hand, kind of just like takes, did you see, it was like it takes a deep breath and his shoulders drop. He's some kind of weight removed from his shoulders. But the whole situation just seems fairly tense. And it's a little hard to figure out why, considering you cannot speak to either of these people.
Okay. Which one's my turn?
Okay.
It appears you and Carlos may not have the greatest relationship.
You guys start ASL signing on your ass?
No, no. Just like that one herbalist from the Jerry Seinfeld.
He gives you a curt like nod, and then you get the stars kind of morph to a form that looks like two large creatures fighting, but it looks to be fighting side by side as opposed to against each other, against what seems to be like a horde of like oil and darkness. And then your mind grants you the actual image of what looks like a much younger strong mouse. Has no brain, his beard, his beard's also much shorter. Doesn't look like he's fully a god yet. Just seems like a large giant fighting with a man who's about like 3/4 of his size, considering, and looks like choosing to be that way, because he also appears to be some kind of giant, having the ability to change. You recognize that person as the god Talos, with the one eye adorned with several pieces of like more scrappy armor. And he's not carrying a shield or anything. He's not actually carrying a weapon. And Strongman is carrying a very familiar sword in his hands, but in his hands it's obviously much, much larger. And they appear to be fighting what looks like an aspect of what you could recognize as some kind of aspect of Tiamat. It looks like some kind of large five-headed creature, but not Tiamat herself. And fighting is a strong word. They're just killing it. Like standing on their heads and like ripping them off. It's almost like a casual activity. And then over the ridge that they're fighting are on, there's like a full-scale battle on the ground below. You see gods, monsters, people caught in the crossfire, even some manticores who are actively participating in this battle. You recognize it as what looks to be a battle that you've read about in the War of Golden Rivers. It was one of the battles near the end of that conflict. You hear like kind of the metal creak as the scales kind of tilt back, and you get a kind of flood of information almost from the things you've read in the Cloverite Temple and the books that you've picked up as recordings of that battle, and who was truly correct and so on. From what you know, a lot of the more battle-focused and like battle-hardened gods actively chose not to participate in some of the more crucial fights, because they felt it would skew everything too much, and they were really there just for fun. Talos was one of those people, and fun is a strong word. He was there because he wanted to be. He didn't have to be at all. He was not really on anyone's particular side when it came to let the people stay or kill them all. He did not really care that much. Yeah. But there was a fight to have, and he was there to have it. And then the scene kind of pulls back, and you watch as a familiar scene plays in front of you, where Strongmouse kind of runs like into the army at the bottom of the ridge, like waist deep, and then enters a kind of black, smoky kind of roiling darkness that's filling over the battlefield, and Talos leaves. Doesn't run, just leaves.
Right.
Leaving the carcass of the actual Tiamat there as it kind of burns and smolders away. Talos kind of walks back to the mountains, or at least that's the direction he goes in. And then the entire scene turns like the brightest of white, and your ears start ringing, your nose and mouth fill with just the scent of like burning land and dirt, and you fall to the ground as smoke like pouring out of your eyes and nose.
Atomic bomb? Who dropped a bomb here?
That guy's awesome.
I didn't know he could kill gods.
Oh no.
One detail I said was incorrect. It was not a younger Strongmouse, it was just a Strongmouse. I was thinking of a different scene. So it was just him the way you know he was.
I didn't know the god of death was born here. But so I don't say that in character. I'm referencing the whole Oppenheimer and the god of
Nah,
death.
guys, go, bro. Apparently that movie's like really overrated, but
Yeah. I remember all the memes for Chain Man about it. Only then did Oppenheimer realize what Project Jacked Mega Killer was truly all about.
But,
No,
so that's you kind of fall to the ground, and the session of like meditation is gone. You're in your room, and smoke is like the scent of like burnt ground and flesh and like scalding metal.
Gripping the ground.
It's just like the taste kind of fills your mouth, and you're in this like there's like light smoke pouring out of your nose and eyes, and it's very disorienting. It's hard to sit up. It's nauseating. Michael Cooper.
What happened?
There's no windows or anything in our rooms, right? Okay. G kind of like was like up against the wall trying to regain himself. And once he's able to like get up and stand, he grabs his water skin, goes out of his room into the back of the cart, and just rinses his mouth because he can still virtually taste what was probably some massive explosion.
Yeah.
I call Lyra up here to help with the reins.
She plops down next to you, holding what looks to be a large knife.
Would need that.
Sir, do you have a license for that?
I'm just gonna reach over
Oh!
and try and grab it from the child.
He has a
You want
license.
it? And she grabs it by the back of the blade and goes like this.
Yes. In due time, child.
What about this one? These are
Also-
these are all Troy's knives, by the way.
Also in due time.
Well, they would be her size too.
It would be good.
Okay.
You want to know what you need? What you need, kid? You need bombs.
Once again, Cass animal speak. Hey Mo, get the reins to Lyra.
Can I pickpocket her?
And going forward, just be nice. Get your peaches later.
He huffs in indifference and continues walking at the same pace. It's not going any faster.
Okay, Lyra.
The best you got.
I sit up and just up there.
As the sun kind of starts crescendoing down, you notice that a lot of it's got a lot more like overcast as the night has started in, and a lot of the clouds are there's been clouds in different colors before. It's not too uncommon, but there's a large number of them that are just like a tinted, some kind of like dark maroon, at least over the mountain range. His ass is still washing his mouth out of the water. Also, when you look at the sword afterwards, there's just that large red star, but now also a large purple star, just like kind of flashing in the same space.
Oh man. You okay back there?
Yeah, stop. Fine.
Yeah, I heard the fire alarm being
Throwing up back there?
Fire alarm.
The fire alarm went off.
Ketamine.
I don't think we have a fire extinguisher on this thing. I know we don't. It's called Cass Tidal Wave by Galmax. If he's still alive. It didn't cause the fire. But yes.
No,
Are you good?
G, after rinsing his mouth once more, pounds the rest of his water skin. It goes, yeah, fine. I just saw a battle that I'd only read about in the books. Yeah.
Delusional?
No,
Okay.
You need a slip.
Clairvoyance.
it's more of a deatic vision.
You need a Snickers. You don't look like you're yourself.
Yeah, you trying to drink that corrupted water?
That wasn't corrupted water. I saw the Battle of Golden Rivers, at least part of it. That was.
The War of Golden Rivers lasted a couple of millennia. You got to be more specific. What you saw was the ending.
Well, yeah. I guess I saw.
I mean,
The
if you said
very
he
end.
saw the entire thing and his face is smoking, I would kind of believe him.
Yeah.
But that's definitely like overclocking your brain by a lot.
Nah, man. If everything went through your brain, you were fine.
Dr. Gubbins was more retarded for a little bit.
Yeah, they only have to be smoky for a little while. It was fun. I lost like 2 whole IQ points.
You want to share details of everything you can, obviously, or keep to yourself.
I will share the details if they're curious.
Do you want us to stop?
There's no reason to stop. I'm fine. But as I'm sharing the details, I will also be writing them down, taking note of this, because a lot of the things. How well did what I read in the books and what I saw correlate?
70%.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so there were
The winners, right?
there were a lot of details in that. Good. I don't care. But there were a lot of things that weren't noted before. Either weren't noted or were noted incorrectly. Did you know that the battle ended with some seemingly a large explosion?
So usually shake the chicken tender.
Was it like some sort of crazy transmuted fireball that was upcasted?
I'm not sure. It was a white flash.
Large
and everything
strike
seemed
lightning?
to stop existing.
So you've
It was
experienced.
genuinely blinding. It was genuinely blinding white light that immediately seemed like it burned and obliterated everything. It was like watching Wrath of God happen.
So you've experienced being hit by Gallon's fireballs, or at least being inside. Was it anywhere close to that?
Far beyond that.
So we saw a vision.
So you're
Yes.
telling me that the gods had to deal with something that was more powerful than gods.
Potentially. It seemed to wipe out a lot of things.
Gods and evil things alike, or just
Both. Indiscriminate.
indiscriminate?
So it's powerful itself.
That's probably caused the valley to probably stop in time,
I
right?
don't know if it was a weapon or a thing or.
Do we know if the
Did you see its
outcome?
source?
The only thing that you saw before it happened was the water on the coastline boiling. Like the ocean itself was boiling.
What
There was
year?
no real.
Was this near the golden
The valley at the end.
valley over there?
That's all area. Yeah.
So that used to be land.
Desolation. The Bay of Lost State. Yeah.
Pretty much everything from here forward was affected technically by that.
Yeah, it did. There didn't seem to be much warning beyond the water along the coast seemed to boil for maybe seconds before everything was consumed by whatever it was.
How interesting.
The
Whatever.
I'm not quite
do you
sure.
know if the creation of Desolation Bay was also part of the reason about the war against the gods? I'm guessing. I have a pretty good.
I can only think that
Do
whatever.
we know as characters that the creation of Desolation Bay had anything to do with the abandonment of religion across the world? Yeah.
What you know is that Desolation Bay was made suddenly and quickly near the end of the War of Both Rivers.
Okay.
It was assumed that it was created by some kind of weapon or explosion.
Yeah, I can only assume whatever weapon or being may have.
There are also some who theorize that while knowledge of those 3 primordial eggs is very much so lost to a lot of people who aren't adventurers, like civilians don't even fucking no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Well, you all already know that the Gar military is after those things. So some people think that the creatures that the gods made, the 3 that are missing, the one that hatched early, some people think that it did that.
Yes,
Well,
whatever.
it
I can
actually
only
caused an
assume.
explosion.
I can only
It
assume
was already
whatever,
hatched, it came back.
whatever weapon or creature may have caused such a thing.
Because if you remember, in
It's
Squire,
either-
it was hatched. One was hatched prematurely.
It was
because the
either
egg was
consumed
broken
in the
when it was
blast
stealing it.
or has been lost. Because I can only assume if such a thing continued to exist, I don't think that this continent would.
Well, if something was able to do that, it would probably take some time to be able to redo such
To replicate such a
We
thing.
can hope.
We can only hope.
Well, considering they're not dead right now, I'll assume that it's also a possibility.
Correct.
There's a million possibilities. Something about my presence must have caused these visions in the 2 of you.
You feel the kind of warm feeling in your chest when he speaks of that.
I mean,
It's
I
not
think.
like pleasant warmth, but it's not unpleasant either. So yeah, if you decide.
What was that?
About it.
I mean,
When he speaks about the explosion.
I would have mentioned that you know, but I did see Strong Moss and Talus fighting side by side at one point. They were less fighting, more annihilating what seemed to be some
Having a casual
fraction
conversation
of power.
as they're taking out copy.
I'm
Yeah.
quite certain of one thing about my god, though I may not know much. He is powerful.
Quite.
Regardless, I get the feeling that I can hope to gain more information about this one day. I'm not quite sure how, but I can.
I'm sure
Hopefully
that if
that's
we
true.
travel to the Wounded Valley or even to the Bay, we will figure out more. As many of the common folk tend to avoid it, and it seems that monsters tend to gather. So,
So we're gonna go to dungeon.
You mentioned fighting over there. One can only hope. One can only hope, Deersay, that we do. We are quite, I feel that all of us are quite doomed to repeat mistakes that need not repeating should we forget such history.
You a Rhodes Scholar, man? What are you talking about?
Regardless,
Remember, that's his like one thing.
yeah.
He thinks we shouldn't forget history because we're doomed to repeat the mistakes of the past over and over.
continue on the road.
well, I am just a mortal.
Ah, yes. And you know, so are some of the gods. But
Well, because by it seems of it, gods and people are wiped out equally.
Greatest power is the power you take for yourself.
correct.
True. Very true.
He's gonna spit right now. Okay. The roads themselves are fairly clear. A few, like small paramilitary patrols passing by. They don't seem to pay you any mind.
Nod my head.
They just march on past.
On foot.
Damn,
That sucks.
On all of them, they look to be large steel prison transports, right?
All right. Gotta hate the infantry men.
And you're going towards the dungeon. Okay. So you find a large stone bridge which goes across the river to get to the dungeon you're going to. It's large enough for the cart to go across. There's no checkpoint. There's no people clogging it. So you can go over it, try to go around it, go through the water. There is no one around.
There's supposed to be a checkpoint, but there's no one around.
There is no one here. There's no sign that there's supposed to be a checkpoint.
Oh,
Oh.
It looks fairly clean. It looks used. People like there's dirt,
Continue forward.
things, trail onto the bridge.
I know that there's a bridge in front of us, but yeah, you're doing good. Keep going.
Yeah, I see no reason that we
All
they
that
give it a
extra
stop.
there is some danger on the bridge. Face it.
That small child. That's besides strong. Anthony's needs really sweet. Anthony the sword.
You cross the bridge, absolutely no problems. And you start going towards what looks like the base of one of the mountains here. Well, like here, really, just across this. It's a fairly long bridge. Like that shit was huge because you had to cross this entire dance of water. So you're essentially going this way.
So wait, the bridge was well maintained?
Well, again, most of it, like there's some large stone beams that go into the water and like go to the bottom of the river. So it seems like it's well taken care of. There's no taxes or anything up there. No one's up there trying to pull people up. We reach what looks like the base of this mountain and find like at the bottom of it has been kind of carved out into what looks like a low to the ground entrance where steps have been carved into the dirt. There are what looks like the remnants, or like the crumpled, like destroyed remains of a metal door. It's like a bulwark door. It's like a large curved door that has been torn off and thrown to the side a fairly long time ago. They're rusted and ugly now. The steps themselves have what looks like old footprints of a group of people. Looks like about 4 or 5 of them. Inside, there is a little like
pillar that's been established in the ground outside, a stake, with a loop where you could tie up like horses and things like that. But there's no signage, there's no description, and the doors that are like ripped off are like. Which of you would know that? I guess you would know that. You're all not stupid. You're all have intelligence above 10. You notice that the front of the doors matches the texture and like look of the mountain itself. So this looks like it was a secret doorway that was ripped off and then built to the wayside.
Is there any tracks that's near the entrance? Is it
Yes.
The door is metal, right?
The door was metal. There was magic enchanting in front of it, and you can tell that it's kind of waning because the.
Can I inspect it with my smith tools to see if it really looks like a dwarven make?
Yes.
Oh, excuse me.
Also, the door, the path to the door slopes downward, so the top of the doorway is up here.
Dirty 20.
To see if it's dwarven.
Yeah, to
Yes,
see if
it
it's
is
a dwarven.
It is dwarven and it has runes carved into it to try and match the surrounding area, which are currently failing as the magic starts kind of.
Can I tell any of the runes since I know dwarven?
Yeah, I mean, it's runes for like
Is it like
fairly.
keep out or like?
It's a fairly rudimentary like camouflage.
Oh, so it's okay. Just for the spell. Okay.
Yeah. You did that evil chair?
No, that's the blessed chair, not the evil chair. Let's go.
They if you sat in that, you die.
That one?
Yep.
I can see it.
Let's try it.
No.
Nope. It's not too bad.
No.
These are not our floors. That is not our chair.
Is it actually fragile?
It feels very
It
fragile.
leans.
far, even though it is not supposed to.
Yeah.
And there's got the insurance on this bitch.
No, and
Oh. Down. Before we get hurt.
It leans super far with immediate elevation up by comparison to us.
I was just gonna say, this place seems quaint.
It's it seems to be a dwarven opening.
A dwarven opening, huh?
That's
Feels
what
like
I
that's a
think.
slang term for something.
Yeah, I'll
I
keep in
mean-
mind that it's a dwarven opening. We're here to do what exactly?
More of a, if I remember correctly, we're more just scouting the area, not
Well, also,
committing any
yes, we have a ecological survey we have to do for the guild.
Essentially, they were tasked to go in there, figure out what lives there. If they want to kill it, they keep anything that's in there. But they have to tell they report back what resides in it and what kind of environment it is.
Can I see how fresh the tracks are? That's in front of the. Huh? Or survival?
So, if we do not make it back,
Oh yeah, probably
21.
can't fit there. The tracks are about 4 weeks. So no one's not in there for about 4 weeks.
so if we don't make it back, I need you to take Lyra and Okrissa away to the next settlement.
Penalt. Penalt is the next one. It's the refugee camp. It's actually.
Well, actually, no. I'll actually just tell them to take it back to Ashbourne because Mo wouldn't know where Penalt is by himself.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
So yeah, I'll just tell them to go take
Just give him a
back.
map, stupid. He can read. Kind of.
Oh, can read? He's basically real.
He's secretly a god, so yeah, he can read.
Secretly a face, so.
Damn, he's more intelligent than like 90% of the population.
Well, you do that after
It's not a
3 days' time if we do not return. Till then,
You're telling him if you don't come out of there in 3 days to fucking leave.
with Larissa and Lyra and Larissa to Ashbourne if
Okay. He continues munching on what looks like grass.
fair.
Eat grass? What's the color?
I leave my chest there and I'm going to go to Lyra So you know what I need you to do? You guys gonna stay in this cart?
She pulls out another knife.
Yes,
Why are you
defend
taking my
yourself.
knives?
You can defend yourself, but let me take that one. You take this one.
She ran her.
She already had one.
I thought you were gonna give her the goblin knife. What's his name again?
Told me the -2
And-
dagger.
No, the spoon now.
Oh yeah, it is a spoon now.
What's this? What did that?
Yeah, it's a spoon.
He reforged it into a spoon.
He's John. She's John Wick now, I guess.
I hand her just a normal dagger, and I take the dagger that she has. It's like,
Thank
you
you.
can defend yourself with that, but do not tell Mel, because Mel will be your escape out of here. And you and your mother will leave here in 3 days if we don't return.
You have enough food for 3 days, and Mo can probably challenge the vast majority of things that come near the cart. I do say that in character.
You will be
This
safe.
whole week I'm gonna run random encounters with Mo versus randomly things.
Mo just takes off the hooves.
Roll on each enemy. If it lands on a 20, he fights an ancient red dragon.
He wins, bro.
Lands on anything else? Knolls. Fuck for the Knolls.
It's that many knolls. The knolls are equal to the number you roll.
Oh yeah.
We come out and he's suddenly buffed. I'm like,
That being said, I'm going to leave a lot of peaches and then rations for the Lyra and the person.
Sure.
if you want to talk to him, I give her a few potions of animal food.
In the meantime, I'm gonna strike a light torch.
Strike a what?
Striking like a torch. It is. It's dark now, so the torch is not.
It doesn't have night vision either. I see.
I don't have night vision.
Oh yeah, you're human.
You know what? No, I have your son. He is.
I also don't have dark vision, but I have blind sight.
That's not to say, brother.
It's good enough.
Are you just giving everyone potions of dark vision?
I can definitely get that one. Hell, if you want light, I can give you light. That too.
The torch is fine. Is there anyone who has a free hand to hold this?
I'll have it.
I have nothing in my hands.
You have a great sword.
I do not have anything in my hands.
I mean more in battle.
Actually,
Oh,
wait.
in battle?
Yes.
Oh,
Actually, wait. If
It's a
you want,
wizard.
Yeah,
I can
sure.
enchant one of you.
Dude,
What am I holding?
A
Okay.
torch.
a torch.
Oh shit! Yeah, we got this. I'm damned up, bro. I got a staff and a torch.
If you want,
No need to waste an enchant.
it's free, brother.
It's free.
Imagine this 2-foot rat walking up to you going, "It's free, brother." It's not gonna be jamming on your fucking chest.
First hit's always free, bro.
DM, there's
And after that,
there's
you're custom.
103 peaches total, 27 of which are fermented.
Just in case I slap two of you with both 5 feet of road.
No, you gotta walk up and slap him now.
Yeah.
That's
just
right,
like his
bro.
ass.
Nah, you gotta do it right now. First, you gotta stop.
Gotta grip his ass. Get your fingers up in there.
Smooth the foot. What are you doing, man?
Ah!
Did you work out arms today?
No.
Okay, good.
This is.
My feet
Excuse me? Well, technically, yes.
You just have 5 feet of
but
light.
like.
Just in case. If you are suddenly taken away.
If you suddenly get kidnapped, he was the guy.
If you get,
Yeah, I was one
if
that
he
got
gets
kidnapped and no
Amber
one helped.
alerted.
I don't think anyone would kidnap and save her. They're ugly, weird. They're gold legs, you know that? Weird, it's true.
I also tell Lyra that I left 4 scimitars inside the chest. Don't tell yourself.
Why? You tell her
Why?
It's with the food.
Man, you see this?
Why is it?
Y'all act like I'm the unreasonable one here. He's trying to give children weapons, man.
I have 1 chest. I'm sorry.
I speak to Mo. If all hope is lost.
When have we stopped to buy more stuff since then?
I speak to Mo. If all hope is lost and you cannot
Yeah, we
lose.
were kind of busy, don't you think?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's like getting pushed around the entire city. I didn't have time to buy shit.
I don't
Yeah.
believe you.
Okay, cool, wonderful. Also, why would I buy another chest? We have supposedly have a closet full of barrels. You know?
Very balanced, I guess.
But yes, anyway, I bring my backpack and I guess I am literally light.
Yep.
So, oh yes, does anyone have a journal or something to, I'm sure that you have something to write with, Twaddle, or do you want me to be doing the note taking?
What? Oh yeah.
I already did decipher the door. So it's a door make, seems to be a hidden passageway into,
It was.
yes, I
Yeah,
guess.
was it?
Hidden passageway. I should cross that out. Okay, and yeah, let's get going, shall we?
Okay.
Only.
I just tell them if all hope is lost, press the red button.
You have to get inside the cart and hit the red button. I mean, I guess we
The
didn't.
button's also outside.
Did you put the button outside? Hey,
What if some random enemy presses the red button?
They don't know where it is.
That is fair.
It's underneath the driver's seat.
I swear to God, if we
I
try to
almost
run
died
someone,
there.
we're going to run someone over one day, and they're going to push the red button.
Oh, that's in their death throes.
Just not run people over.
No.
Yeah,
What's the point of having a car if you don't run
kicks
people over?
and then eats them. But anyway, you taking the lead?
Yep.
Okay.
Dunk inside the door.
Oh yeah, you're
I stand on his left.
I stand underneath them.
I guess I'll also. How tall is the
You
door?
have to crouch to get in.
But me and you have to like get
Yeah.
I'm at 5'11", so I
I'm
guess.
saying I'm 6'5".
Oh yeah, they're dwarves.
It's like 4 feet tall. You have to-
Wait.
Shit.
Yeah.
Get fucked, idiots.
All of us have to fucking get down on the ground.
That's not true. I cast Shrink on
Do
myself.
not waste a spell slot.
Fuck.
Just duck.
Oh, fine. I'm gonna throw out my bat.
You're like fucking
Oh,
Alright.
What are we seeing? Dungeon Master.
You go down you go down the dirt like carved steps. They get steeper and steeper as you continue to go down. The steps get smaller and smaller. Really made for people who live in the mountains. They're not particularly like well made for normal people. And you come out of the covered tunnel that was set that had the stairs on them, and as you continue to descend, the tunnel kind of opens up into a large stone carved auditorium. There's a couple braziers lit already, but they're very low light. But you can tell you're in an extremely large room as the stairs continue to go down. The ceilings are like most like high school cafeterias, like twice that high. And you have to continue. You have to walk down the stairs for a while before you get to the bottom. There's one or two braziers with light kind of crackling faintly in them. As the fires start to die out, you can light them to see if you can get a better view of the whole room, or you can just walk forward into what looks like just a large, dark room with like stone benches and tables.
how bright am I?
5 foot radius. Like,
5 foot radius of light.
Are you guys quite concerned with alerting whatever's in this room?
Yeah. No telling what could be in this room.
I mean, he's lit up like a fucking glow stick there. You see,
And I've got a torch.
I mean, I can just walk forward.
What happened last time you did that?
I got taken.
Here. How about
Don't worry. This time, I have.
This time he'll get
possibly
taken
a taken
again.
person. As long as I stand on his right side.
how about we walk?
Yeah. Okay.
That's gay. You reach the bottom of the stairs and step down, and you realize that the tables and benches are a much lower level, clearly made for dwarves. As you walk between the aisles of large like stone benches and long tables, there's dishes and kind of scraps of food that it's not like rotten, but that's because there's not really anything to rot. It's just like old bones, like maybe like 1 or 2 moldy pieces of bread, but
large set of doors. You came in from this way. Behind you, next to the stairs, there's a large set of stone doors that looks like it's the front entrance that is completely underground. You might be able to get through that by some kind of tunnel of some kind from overground. And looking around, you see a couple like discarded weapons, some like empty torch handles. But the hall seems to go on for what seems like forever. It's like a long stretch. There's multiple levels that you can see in front of you. You don't hear any water or any movement, but there is like this strange kind of low howl that seems to be echoing from farther in these rooms. But essentially, there's just like dwarven forged plates, silverware, cups covered in like dust and webbing.
The torch handles are empty, right? So
They're empty. There's a couple that are full, but most of them are empty. And the ones that are full of a torch, the torch is like burnt down. You could try wrapping it or something and trying it again. But there are braziers near lower to the ground that you can light at the end of each table.
do they seem like they have fuel or anything?
The two that were nearest to the stairs were still crackling with fire a little bit, like they just recently went out. The rest of them seem to have been dead for a while.
It seems that something lives here or has been here recently.
Ah, shit.
In first encounter, dining hall. No signs of life.
Holding my torch over the notebook. Yes, you're right. Even though you produce your own light, just like
You don't need to be that close with the torch.
what?
There's a kind of quick burst, like gust of air kind of comes from above you down and like kind of just blows down on top of you, and you hear what sounds like the wing beat of a medium-sized creature
Nearmore?
far above you,
Oh, far.
above you, like near the ceiling. But you can't really see that high. It's too dark, but you see
Wizard.
Is that you, Naramore?
you can see what looks actually. If you're looking at roll perception, you can do it, you're right.
I'm not very good at this. I'll try my best.
Can I roll?
I can give you visible.
What's
light.
that?
12.
Patrick.
Getting called.
What's up?
If you could, natural 1 minus 1.
That
Yes.
guy looks up, falls over.
If you could,
What is it?
do you have a spell that can light the room?
What is dirty 20?
I do. It also burns the room.
Dirty 20
I was just doing it
Let's
because
keep that away.
Actually, no. Wait. Hold on. I can create bonfire. This room isn't made out of wood. It looks like.
It's stone, but I'm more concerned about something above us.
After seeing this,
What if I created a bonfire above us?
Where's this thing
Would it
that
just
went?
float or would it just fall?
Yeah,
I thought for bonfire.
No, it's on the ground. Damn it.
I'm not sure if create bonfire.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so
Fucking peek that shit.
Wizard, I don't believe making a giant fire when
You're
floating on
right.
the ground is a great idea.
Okay, guys, here.
Well, you two walked into the room. Where are you three?
I'll
still-
be,
You guys still back?
Wait, hold on.
You
I'm
two
with
walked
you.
in.
Are you guys still back at the entrance?
I'll be near the entrance then. Near the
So you need to see something that's up above us, right?
Yes, I think I'm
The
hearing
ceiling
a
is
wing.
very high. That's why.
I am going to just throw Radigan up.
You will not get him high enough. You hear how high I said it was?
How high?
It's like a auditorium, like a cafeteria ceiling, like twice that.
Okay. Shit.
Well, that's what you can. That's what you can see. You
Yeah.
don't, you don't see a ceiling.
Alchemist, do you have a solution?
I take out my
You have a
bottle.
torch, right?
It only goes so far.
You can
Right.
throw a torch, right?
Would you like me to? I-
No, wait. I can catapult the torch up.
I lose our source of light.
Wait.
I break my
It
chemical
will come
packet,
back down, preferably.
shake it up,
It would go out.
and a light ball. A ball of
Please
light.
do not waste
120 feet.
You don't need to waste that. You just throw a torch up. The torch will fall back down. It's gravity or something.
Is this like your low intelligence working right now, or are you like?
Yes.
This will work? I'm wondering. Like, I gotta know.
I appreciate your
I
enthusiasm.
have
I don't think it will stay.
the power of the sun in the palm of my hand. 120 feet of light
from the entrance.
from the entrance. I need someone to grab it.
How far is it?
Wait,
Yeah,
I
how,
can.
how far have
like-
we walked into?
You've walked about 40 feet into the room.
So then,
And the roof is so. If someone were to fly, would I be able to get there in a minute?
Flying speed is
My speed.
in a minute. Yes.
Hold on. I could
Your
just.
speed is 6 seconds. 30
No,
feet.
I can find out what's up there. I can just use the catapult spell to launch Radigan at minimum 90 feet up.
We
Because the ball of
have,
light
we
is
have a
on.
solution.
I will grab the
it's
ball,
already
I'll
here.
grab the ball of light and I will
launch
move
this
it
shit, please.
Now,
Yeah, catapult that.
I'm moving it.
Okay, yeah. I catapult the ball of light up.
Okay. How catapult launches at 90 feet up?
At least 90 feet. At which point it slowly stops and then
You
just
have
hits
to like
the
roll it or what?
No, no roll. Just
Okay. So it's 210 feet at minimum in the air. Yeah, you can see the light kind of starts to flood like the entire hall, and you realize just how like desolate this area kind of is. Near the entrance, a lot of the stone benches and tables are intact. The farther out you go, a lot of them are destroyed or cracked. There's like not a lot, but a couple old dwarven skeletons just like on the tables. There's even some that are like hiked onto the torch handles, and they are skeletons. There's no flesh or anything, but the ball of light continues to ascend upward, and you see what looks like at least a kind of a glimpse of a four-legged creature with large, like dragon wings, but the creature itself is furry. It does not have scales. It's got a long whip-like tail that's black and has a barb at the end of it. You don't get a great look at its face, but it immediately, upon seeing the light start to rise, you hear the wing beats again as it flies up and seems to go towards the very opposite end of the room, possibly exiting. You don't hear a door open or anything, but the wing beats stop after a while, and the light kind of comes back down and just starts to and illuminates the 120-foot radius. You see a door to your left, about 90 feet away. In front of you, if you keep walking forward, there's a large opening that looks like it goes to a larger area. This is like a general meeting hall kind of thing. And on your right, there's a large. This is two stone seats, look like some kind of throne. One of them is leaved in half at the top, and the other is toppled over. And there's no like blood or anything. It's just a few dwarven skeletons and the ruins of what looks like a very good meal.
How big was the thing?
The thing that you saw.
Yeah.
Good compares with the elephant.
This is big as an elephant.
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
I suggest we tread carefully.
Write down what we saw.
Not quite sure.
Have you
Oh,
been
yes.
taking notes?
Yeah.
Take the notes.
Let's
We're getting.
take the smaller exit first.
Yes.
Oh, I think if that thing's gonna hurt us, it's scared of light. It's fine.
Sure.
Scared of light.
Not quite certain
Don't
it's
think it's
scared
safe.
light. It might just not want to bother us.
I don't think it was, if it's the thing that killed all these dwarves, I don't think the light saved
Oh,
them.
it's definitely not the thing that killed the dwarves, but when you look at the skeletons, they have like wounds through their skulls of like blades, arrows, things like that.
Can
A lot
I-
of them are like cleaved in half or picked up and thrown onto like.
Can I make a
torchlights.
note of what it looks like again? I want to write it down.
Large, like furry body, 4 legs, kind of like a lion's body, kind of, but much larger. And there were also white, like kind of tan stripes on it. That mentioned that.
And just hanging on the ceiling.
No, it was jumping along the pillars at
Okay.
the top of it. But large dragon or bat-like wings, some kind of leathery.
Okay, so like leathery wings, cat's body, white stripes.
Yeah, like
Really
tan and
big.
white stripes with a large black barbed tail with a point on the end. Didn't get a good look at the face, but
All right, noted.
I suggest we take a quicker exit. Check what's in there.
so they're going to go to the left.
Yes.
So just to reiterate where you
I
can go.
believe in Zay's deduction.
So just a rear way to go, door to the left, large open archway in front of you that seems to lead to the like most of where the like this castle temple, whatever you want to call it. Thrones are on your right, and then there's the large stone doors that look like the front entrance next to the stairs.
Yeah, we'll go to a small one.
Okay.
I'm all as a for the most part, I guess.
I'm leading the way. Is everyone else following us? Or?
Yeah. I'm following 10 feet back.
10 feet. Okay.
Two Zays left.
Well, I'll just say, I'll be watching. I'll be kind of at our rear because we don't know if that thing left that room for sure or not.
Judging from the direction it went with the light, you can assume it went through the large archway, but not 100% sure, obviously.
They're not one of these pockets. Don't really have much right now. Everything's on the curtains now.
You walk to the left, going through the stone benches and tables, stepping over some dwarven remains and a few like discarded weapons. Nothing super fancy, just like a couple small axes, like throwing axes, a sword.
Are they in the hands of the dead bodies?
No, ground.
Are they mint condition, rusted?
They're not like rusted through because they're weapons. They're dwarven made weapons, but they're like dusty and old.
I'll take it.
Okay, you get like 4 dwarven hand axes and a short sword.
I also moved the bodies to the side. Like,
They're not really like physically.
together.
Yeah, you try to pick them up and they'll like break.
I moved the bones to a side and I have it like keep them on the side of the pathway.
Okay.
Like, I don't want this.
Get
don't
to
want us to shrink.
the door on the left, and it's another. It's a much smaller door. It's a normal sized door. So not even like smaller for dwarves, but it's just a normal sized door for most people. And it's made of a kind of cobbled stone, and it doesn't appear to have a lock. Seems like a pretty standard pull the ring to open the door. It does have a small sign next to it that is kind of broken and fucked up with some dwarven script written on it. Let me pull that up, Joshua. Can you read that?
Oh boy, I'm sorry.
You look at the kind of cracked and broken tablet or plaque with the dwarven script on it, and you can deduce that the area you're looking at is some kind of like library through that door.
It seems to be the entryway to the dwarven library.
Dwarves can't read, but
Or probably where they keep their techniques. And
Would you rather
Precise and
check this room first, or continue
Well-
on to defeat whatever that threat was?
we're only here to survey. I'm assuming that nothing bad should happen.
you're also told that you can keep anything you find in your apartment.
Yeah, that's true. I don't want to hold you all back, so we can keep moving forward. Just I'll check the door to see if it opens like easily.
It does.
Okay. Yes, no, we can keep going forward for now. Let's feel it's
Well, forward has 2 options. It's go to the library or follow that thing.
I suggest we follow it before it has time to prepare. If it is hostile to us.
there. It's a beast. I guess they can.
I do at least want to.
Be soft and running hacks.
I do at least want to peek in the library.
If
Whether it's nothing important.
I guess we should double check, make sure there's no beast inside the library. Something might pop out later.
You are here for ecological survey.
Correct. There's no reason to explore more than what we need to. We should check it just to be sure.
The door to the library opens fairly easily, and inside is a well-lit room. There's a large statue in the middle, among past like rows and rows of cascading books that go kind of a circle around that statue. But the statue it looks like it's a statue of some dwarven warrior holding a large torch with a white flame that's suspended in it. That looks like it's been burning. It looks like it's just enchanted to keep burning.
Is there any damage to this room?
Not really. There's webbing and there's a cobweb and dust, but I guess by damage, there are some things. There's one thing you notice when you come in is that this room is 100% been ransacked before. There are books missing from the shelves. There's books on the floor. The shelves themselves don't look particularly damaged because they're stone, fairly heavy. But someone has definitely combed through these books and discarded the ones they didn't care about, some of the ones they care about. However, stepping into the room, you realize just how massive that it is. There's about 4 different levels of just circular rows of books that spiral upward. And it looks like only the first 2 levels have been properly ransacked. Because if you look at the little you can see in the 3rd and 4th level that like you have is that they look fairly intact. There's more books up there than there are down here, obviously.
Kind of want to head up there.
You do like certain you're head up there? There must be a reason that they stopped before getting up there.
Or they just didn't have enough time.
I write down the scene that I've seen. I'm checking to see if there was any dwarven bones near the entrance, any kind of like barricade.
There are no bones or remains in this room that you can see.
You said there were books higher up, right?
Yep.
Can I
There's still
levitate?
books near you. There's just a lot of the shelves they're emptier because people have stolen stuff.
Can I levitate to get up to those?
Try.
Okay, I'm gonna cast levitate.
What is the text on levitate?
One creature or loose object of your choice that you can see within range rises vertically up to 20 feet. Up to 20 feet, remains suspended there for the duration. The spell can levitate a target that weighs up to 500 pounds. Unwilling creatures make a constitution saving throw. You can only move by pushing or pulling against a fixed object, and because I have my staff, I can kind of move about pretty easily. I can just push off stuff with it. I can change the target's altitude by up to 20 feet in any direction on my turn, up or down. If you are the target, you can move up or down as part of your movement. Otherwise, you can use your action to move the target, etc. When the spell ends, I gently float to the ground.
Is that? Where's that?
Is that what we hear as soon as he starts moving upward?
You hear that voice
Where is it? Up or down?
to the side.
I'm going up. I'm going up. I'm staying up.
I am like waving my torch in the direction of the sound.
It's directly to the left.
I'm pulling out the sword of strongness. I'm prepared to.
Hey,
Take out my
make
bow.
yourself known.
It
I
looks
walk
like it is
towards-
going from the sound is on the left. It looks like it's going upwards, so not towards you, past it.
Oh shit.
If you are you looking to the left?
Yeah.
So you look to the left, between the stone shelves, you see what looks like a large, kind of hunched over figure. So not necessarily emaciated, but skinny for its size. You can see kind of it's wearing these dark, like brownish green rags that are covering most of its body. Can't get really a good look at its face, but you can see its hands. They're like gnarled, ruling green with talons at the end. Well, they look like talons, really. They're just large nails that are like blown out super long. There's large manacles that are covered in like green kind of rust, dragging from its feet onto the ground. It seems to pay you absolutely no attention as it walks up in between the stone shelves, starting to pass you, and you see that the chains that it's dragging behind it have what looks to be the arm of it, the skeletal arm of a dwarf that was kind of like clasping onto the chains that appears to have been ripped off. The chains drag behind you for a good 10-15 feet. You can hear this throughout like the entire room as it passes up the side of you get a good look at its face, you can try to go around to see it, or you could leave it be. But it's a hunched over. It's about 6.5, 7 feet tall. And it's like heavily hunched over. It's walking fairly slowly.
Can I roll for stealth? Roll for stealth?
So, am I?
Certain you want to be up there?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm gonna have Renegade be facing my back, and I'm just going to open up my sack and start shoveling books into it.
Did you got any books around you, or did you go up a few levels?
I went up 20 feet.
Okay, 20 feet will not get you to the next level.
Okay. How far away is the next level?
There's like 50 feet between each level. There's a lot of books in this room.
Okay. Am I still within more books because it's 20 feet up?
Yeah, the books like on the walls. Of the first
Yeah,
level,
I'm just-
you can grab those. Radigan's facing your back, right? So through Radigan's eyes, you kind of shovel books into your bag. You can see the creature approach the statue in the middle, stop for a moment, and then turn and walk around it, and then walk down the next open aisle of stone shelves. It's essentially walking in a repetitive pattern where it comes up, goes to the side, goes down the next one, goes around, comes up, going around the entire room. Never does it come near the door that you entered through. It gives you a wide berth, at least 15 feet, almost pretty much at all times, because it has no reason to walk there. So it goes to the next shelves and keeps going.
21.
For what?
Stealth.
You are stealth.
Alright.
And you also see, you can all kind of notice as you look around, the stairs that kind of spiral up and lead to the next level are on your left, from like past that creature where it came from.
It is humanoid, right?
It's humanoid, walking up 2 feet.
Wait.
Kind of blue, green mottled skin.
So, rules is written, I can keep levitating upward. If it's the target, it has to be within 20 feet of me, but since I'm the target, I can just keep going up.
Yeah.
So I'm going up to the next level, see what's up there.
Yeah, 40.
After I'm done shoveling books in.
Okay.
Alright.
Wow, that's like, you there? Are you? I'm following. Yes, he said he gave us a 15-foot path, like a
Yeah,
15.
he's like, with the path he's been going, the repetitive circles he's been going in, he's been 15 feet away.
I'll follow him 15 feet behind,
Okay.
and I'll just keep. So you, what are you doing here?
That's all talkers.
Flawless.
Yeah, what's that? I guess we're small.
He continues kind of at the same pace. He falters for about like half a second, and then as he kind of his shoulders kind of move and he's starting to turn around, and he kind of yanks himself back forward and continues walking. You notice as he's walking, he is picking up books from the ground.
Is he placing them back into their slots?
Currently, they're just all in like a large satchel on his left side. He just picks them up, throws them in. The books, which in your hands are normal size, for him, like holds them like this.
So he's like a large creature.
Yeah.
Big and he's spindly.
You
Yeah.
must have a lot of
He
books.
did say when he was, he did say hunched over, he's like 6'5", 7 foot.
I break the 15-foot line and I try to get within 5 feet of him.
Okay, so you're just behind him, 5 feet.
Well, I try to because he tried to turn but he couldn't, right? So I'm gonna stand like 5 feet in front of him, talking backwards.
Very close.
Yes, very cool. Like literally, like the satchel. I'm going around the satchel in front of him, but I'm not. I'm trying not to impede his movement.
Okay. In front, you see a large kind of. He doesn't seem to like have a face, like a normal kind of face, obviously. What you see is a large
face stick
eye.
out.
You just see like a large eye that's like half closed. Kind of the same blue green mottled skin. The eye itself is fairly bloodshot with a gray iris. And the creature itself appears to be some kind of like created being. You see stitches and things running along its body, and it's like its eyes kind of glaze over. Like it's not even really paying attention to what it's doing, nor does it really see you in front of it. It continues walking, and it reaches down, pulls it, and grabs the book and it's by your feet, and puts it in the satchel.
satchel pretty full?
It's not full. The satchel's like the size of like a person, so it's like dragging on the ground to fill with books. You also notice that the chains themselves have dried blood and looks like viscera on them to drag them behind him. And the manacles that are on his wrists and feet and his wrists and ankles are tight enough that they've like rended away the flesh, and there's just like a very thin layer of muscle and bone underneath the manacles that he has.
Well, some sort of creative being. I've lost interest in this friend of ours.
Well, write it down in your notepad and keep going. I assume we found the reason that people don't want to go to the mine.
Doesn't seem like he is particularly stopping them.
Do you think if we
Not
tried
yet,
to...
but he also seems quite frightening in his own right. People will be very cautious.
Does
Yeah.
the creature have like any old bloodstains on its claws or anything it's wearing?
There are, well, if you look at it closely on the large, like kind of like overgrown nails it has, there is like kind of bits and balls of what looks like just like red, like stuff over there, but that could very easily come from itself because they're large. There's like the stitches that it has are not very well done. It bleeds and there's like dry blood caking along like the openings it has. The chains it has are covered in dried viscera and gore.
As I rise up to the second level, do I see anything unique? Just more books?
The second level has it's been ransacked similarly to the first. There's a little bit less light here, but you you hear less of the chains that you were hearing before. In fact, you don't really hear them at all. And on the second level, what you hear is some kind of panting, very soft, low panting, and then a like not exactly quick, but you hear like the footstep gate of like a four-legged creature.
Dog?
So, geez, our resident wizard, Dallas, is currently predisposed, doing all of his
You're gonna take more books until something reacts to me.
yes.
You think?
And this fine individual, might I add, is seemingly unresponsive.
Indeed.
Is there much reason to tempt fate going up to the third floor?
Do you? I'm not as experienced in dungeon crawling as I assume you folk are. Do you find that such places often hold great knowledge, important tomes?
Well,
things
yes, of course. Dwarven techniques and knowledge span usually
My only
thousands
fear.
of years, but the problem here is, does that overcome the
Great risk
slightly costly price?
Yes, the fact that there could be multiple of these things. I'm.
Or you think if we tried to access this pouch, he would be angry?
Galmast, as you start taking books from the second floor, the panting you realize is not one dog but two. And as you're floating, you're taking books, you see what you realize is most likely positive panting on the other end of the ring that you're at. You see a large four-legged creature with silver and black fur, kind of slowly walking amongst the rows of books in a similar fashion to the creature down, to the creature on the lower level. There's no chains or anything, but it's at first looks like essentially just a large wolf, large enough to take up most of the space in this room. But as it turns its head to sniff around one of the shelves, you realize that the wolf's face splits in two down the middle, and it's essentially just a two-headed Cerberus.
And it doesn't see me or anything like that?
It hasn't acknowledged you yet, if that's what you're asking. It's on the other end from you, so you're like a good 60 feet.
How big is this thing's reach? Like, if it really, really wanted to stand on its tiptoes, how high could it reach up?
So the tail of the dog's nose is here.
Yeah?
Its ass is against that wall.
Something like 30, 35 feet.
Alright,
Without jumping.
Yeah, I'm just going to. I'm just going to take one swipe of books and immediately start levitating upward again.
In the meantime, given how terrifying that is, and it's the guardian of the first floor, I'm not quite certain I want to see what people didn't want to risk.
I will convey all this information in person once I come back down.
Are you coming back down?
Are you gonna come back down after before you go to the third floor?
I'm gonna go up to the third floor first.
Anyway, so
Seems like a horror.
Unfortunately, I can't control your family.
I mean, we could.
No, in Baldur's Gate. Him going to the boss, everyone's looking at this.
I'm deploying a Troy as we speak.
Technically, we could stop it.
Also, if you guys want to stop the chain, one second.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
We get it.
There's chains. We got it. I'm
No, I get a dog panting.
What?
You got a panting.
So, yes, if you're already going, we're not too sure where that predator, that elephant's cat,
Yeah, from
dragon
my
thing-
understanding, we might have to come into a confrontation with that. And at least until we've dealt with that problem, I would rather not tempt fate.
And it seems that the door is easy enough to enter. We've already made all of the notes that we needed, and if our master wizard finds any trouble, I'm sure that he'll be back on his own without any much.
Are you suggesting we leave without him?
Oh no, of course not. I'm expecting in about like the next 30 seconds or so, we'll have a panic teleportation spell, and he'll be down here with us.
Do you even
He is
have
hopefully in one piece.
Do you even have
Certainly.
teleportation?
I did hand him a torch. He's
Yeah,
floating up there with
y'all
the
can look up and see the torch
Yeah.
light.
Okay, so you're going to the third level?
Yeah.
But for now, I'm gonna keep an eye on it.
You get
I'll
to
go to
the
the door.
third level as you try to float past the top of the second one. You feel a kind of pushback in the air, and you push your hand out, and realize there's like a kind of a glass. It looks like glass, you can see through it, but it's like an elastic kind of film. You recognize this as some kind of barrier. There's a barrier spell which you can cast.
This is the DM
set.
preventing me from skipping the entire
I'm not
level.
stopping. there's a barrier spell that's been cast by someone else who's come here on this place. You can see the actual like incantation carved into the wall here. It seems like it was put there fairly like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Okay, then go inside.
So it's fairly weak. So if you try to push through it, you can, but it's there.
We'll assume that's meant to keep something in, and I will actually go back down. Yeah, I thought you were gonna say it was like fur. I'm like, oh, that's a big dog this time. But yeah, I will.
Was it big enough? I could make a bigger dog.
I thought that's what you were doing.
It's the size of Clifford.
I take my staff and I like push off of it and just start levitating back down.
Okay. As you float down past the second level, you get a better look at like the dog's face. And you realize that it has one good eye on each side, and then in the middle, it's what will be second eye for each face, like split across each one.
I'm
So
tempted
it's
to
like-
attack it and see if it can reach me or follow me
It
down.
has its pupils are like insanely small and kind of fucked. Like it looks like it's like hungry,
Handicapped?
rabid almost at all times. Its pupils are
Anyway,
they're like
what the hell is this? You technically have 2 eyes, but like.
All right, cool. So
I mean, we could say the reason that we're getting rid of
Zay, before I'm gonna ask Zay to check the door to see if it's
functional.
Go ahead, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I was going to go check the door anyways.
Which one?
the door to that we came in with.
when I get back from the bathroom, we'll assume that I've come down from the.
How far did we do that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Get over there.
Oh my goodness.
I'm thinking.
Is the walkway relatively clean or
So-
I put my shoes on and go to the end. It should be fine.
So wait.
I walk there without shoes on.
The quickest question is: so since it's 50 feet, like, is it from floor to ceiling?
Floor to next level is 50 feet.
No, sorry. Okay, so but the bookcases are how tall?
About
about 15 each.
Oh, 15. Okay. So there's like huge
The ones on the
airspace.
ground are. The ones on lining the walls are much narrower to just fit the books.
Oh, okay. So the walls are floor to ceiling.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I like that one.
I'm really thinking. Like, I really want to access his pouch, but I don't want to anger him.
Oh.
I really want to access the pouch.
My first thought when you described that thing is that it's a fucking displacer piece. The thing
Same
jumping
here.
across the ceiling. Like that's the vibe I'm getting from it. But then you said it was black and white.
Yeah, and it was like a furry.
So I'm like, what if this guy made displacer piece too? Or what if it's just a man?
Talking about the.
What if
oh,
it's-
the wolf?
No, the thing that you said
Oh,
was
in
jumping
the
across
beginning.
the ceiling.
Oh, the flying thing. Oh, okay.
What if it's just that? No.
It could very well just
could
be
be-
a manticore.
It could be that Sphinx that we let go.
Sphinx.
Sphinx? Was it a Sphinx? No, it was
I don't think I've had you guys run into a Sphinx yet.
Yeah, we haven't.
what was the one? Not in the,
Neomar? The guy that Joshua forced you to get in a fight with?
no. In the.
Are you talking about the Rakshasa?
No. Wait, am I mixing up
You're
these?
tweaking.
Yeah, we fought the fucking stupid goblin in the City of Light.
Huh?
You talking about the Solacé Temple?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Neomar.
Oh,
That
that's
was
the
Namor.
Yeah.
That was a Manticore.
Yeah, the last Manticore.
Quote unquote. Yeah.
That's what he called himself because that was kind of dead.
I don't know, just things with
Did he feel
wings
better?
and barbed tails that look like cats. I think displacer beasts or manticore.
That's a fair assumption.
We've run into a displacer beast before.
Yeah.
We've known.
It could be a much bigger displacer
It's
beast.
gonna be a much cooler displacer beast.
In those
It could be a mutated.
Displacer beasts?
They have illusion spells, so technically it could,
And they can blind, kind of.
yeah.
And he very, he made sure to describe that it was jumping between the pillars and then it started flying when it needed to go back.
Yeah.
But who knows?
How are you guys doing? First session in a while. Everyone okay?
Okay.
I hate you. I hate your session. It's dumb.
I'm so sorry.
I hate the way you walk, the way you talk.
Alright, I don't think anyone hates me enough to warrant that song.
That
wish you were
song's not even the worst one. That's the most tame song out of all
I
of
don't
them.
think anyone hates me enough to warrant any Kendrick song. Well,
Nah, bro. You know the song "You" by Kendrick? That's how I feel about you, bro.
what's that song about? One of you black women tell me.
You?
The song You.
Yeah.
Oh.
You could listen
Not much
to
call
it,
me a
right?
pedophile,
Play
man.
it on your computer thing right now. It's literally just the letter U. Yeah.
That's funny.
How does the volume feel, the room? This is probably what we've been playing D&D for a while, so.
I like the sound. It sounds good. I like it, when you turn it down a little, I love it. I like the way you turn it down. It's like a little bit louder.
He told me to turn it down because of the recording, but I don't know if this is fine or not.
Sounds fine. It's soft like what it is. I think we're close enough where it sounds fine. I think anything
I need
about
Patrick dumbass to not be fucking falling asleep. After bitching about no D&D for like 4 weeks.
Was it 4 weeks?
What 4 weeks? It was like 2 weeks.
But, okay. I really just want to go up to. I was gonna ask, on the outsides, is it also picked or no?
Well, there's a staircase that leads.
No, I meant the bookcases that are from floor to ceiling around the walls. Are they picked also?
Yes.
Even the ceiling ones?
Yep. Except for the third and fourth floors. They're not empty.
Oh, wait,
There's just less
so-
books.
Yeah, those books. Look, they're really big.
Can I? The shells are stone, right?
Yep.
So you can technically climb using just the shells, right?
Yep.
Well, they're drawers. They're small.
Well, yeah, they probably fashioned staircase, but realistically, you could climb just with shelves up to the top floor if you
More
really
like
wanted to.
Or maybe they had some kind of servant that worked in here that got their books for them.
Yeah. Some sort of not real thing.
Guy with one eye.
Yeah. some very, very fun being.
That guy's awesome. You guys never talked to him. He's so cool.
Yeah, I realized that he was not worth talking to.
He has one eye.
Is he gonna go, what the fuck?
Well, he's not missing an eye. He just has
Yeah,
one
no,
big
that
eye.
does not matter to him. For some fucking reason, that doesn't
If
matter.
he's not,
I think he's just like racist.
If it doesn't come with what he believes to be the standard number of limbs, at least he's like, yeah, you're.
What if they have more than the standard sibling?
I like to point out that monster was patchwork, meaning that the person clearly took people's bodies and chose not to add a second eye.
Give it a second. This is how totally sound
It does kind of sound like that.
Did you see that movie? What movie? Shin Godzilla. Oh, this is what y'all totally sound like. Give it a second. That's why he likes the toilet. That's why I like those too. That's what it be sounding like.
Oh, I should have brought my second torch within the chest. Lyra will use it, just in case. Lyra's gonna be freaking stacked if as soon as I die. All my, so many extra stuff in that chest. Not chicken nugget.
Cheese.
Cheese. Deep fried cheese. Almost as bad as deep fried ice cream.
I wish they would have seasoned these a bit more.
Cheese?
Yeah.
I don't know. It tastes like cheese.
I mean, is it like at least pepper jack cheese or something?
That would have been fire, actually.
It's like light cheese, brother.
Well,
Pepper jack cheese can be white. Usually it's white.
Pepper jack cheese is white and sometimes also orange.
nothing but bean bags. Honestly, I thought that would just be sitting on the bench.
You can sit on a beanbag.
I'm just
Oh, you guys
Take it up
moved
the whole
the,
damn thing right
you guys moved the mattress.
Oh, cool.
The mattress that was in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, Alicia's using it to sleep.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
If you want to use my mattress to sleep, it's in,
I didn't bring all my work stuff unless I want to re-wear my work stuff in the truck today.
yeah.
And I don't particularly want to do that. I guess I can think of a washer. But
We do have a washer.
I'm not going to do that. Forget it. It's not worth it. I can just drive home and wash it.
Alright, bro.
Don't worry. I'll bring a day back. I brought the ortho and termite boundary stuff. They're in my car. I packed them before I left. Just in case you guys want to just go around and do a boundary thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe so it's less likely for bugs to get in. Or let's say if they do get in, they die immediately.
Or you could just not be scared of bugs.
I mean, yeah, but like,
I know what you mean. Mosquitoes and shit.
no, not for mosquitoes. It's like,
It's not being scared of bugs, it's just not wanting them into your space.
it's just like
scared, bro.
It's like spiders, ants, termites, covered ants.
Oh, no, I didn't tell y'all. This week at work,
I fist fought a freaking roach
no.
and won.
I fought a spider and had to use a weapon to win. It was the biggest huntsman spider I'd ever seen. It would take up your whole palm. And this thing was on top of some thin cardboard boxes right next to the printer while I'm trying to use it. And I'm like, okay, I can just put it outside. Now, this guy was the Flash. He was staring all over this box and he was mad. And I'm like, you know what? And I pulled out my walkie-talkie and I'm like, and then he went to the ground. He fell off the box and went to the ground. One more. And the nurse is like, where's your mace? You could just put it outside. I'm like, nah, he didn't want to be picked up.
That man said, I choose violence.
He chose violence and he received some.
It's fine.
talkies are tough. I whacked it when that first hit was full of mine.
Everything.
I'm not happy about going to work tomorrow. We work over the weekend.
Yeah. I was technically going to be working probably next weekend too, so I'm going to be in the same situation. I have to leave early on Friday. Well, leave semi-early on Friday and then be here like a little bit after, so.
Of course.
Technically, I guess I can technically shower here, so I can be here like really like close to the shower, but I would have to plan for that. I might just make a day back. I think I'm making a day back just looking at my car anyway. The problem is that the deodorant just melts in Texas heat. Well, if I get a spray deodorant, I guess I can use spray deodorant instead.
Or, you know, just, you're gonna sleep here, bring the bag inside.
I mean, it's gonna be in my car, at least for a day. Texas heat will eat anything in your car.
I know. I mean, okay. How about bring it Friday?
Yeah, I guess I can just bring it Friday and give it to somebody.
Yeah.
I guess that works too. Or I can just give you guys the freaking stuff, my extra toiletries. Oh, I didn't update my Santa badge. I guess I can wait till this weekend. I do like the matches. That is so slide.
It's fun. It's not like a regular
Oh
thing.
god.
Yeah.
I was like, this is firm enough. Whoa.
Oh, it's gonna sink.
Not bad. Good room.
Yeah.
Huh?
I wanted whoever to help me figure out the ratios for my responses and thoughts.
For Pioneer?
Because I have them substantiates.
How do you like the institutions and take kids?
I haven't played it yet, but I do like the card. I also play this card.
What is it? Oh yeah, I saw that. I threw that Patrick for his 6-hour deck.
But,
This counter spell that's an X spell. Oh, that's actually what
So Shannon thinks I should play that. But so right now the ratio I'm playing is 3 Faded Hope, 1 Substantiated, 3 Remaining Good.
the features are 4 on mage, 3 down for 4 1 drop out from
4 Valley Might Caller, 4 Sunshoulder Druid, 3 Con Prophet, 3 Dark
and then
Quarter.
you have the 1 in trade survey.
Yeah, I have 2 of those.
Transfer to 5 food?
Or it's up to 4 each.
3 4 each.
But I'm wondering if I should play 4 Fading Hope, and play 3 of the other 2. The 2 mana as the 1 mana, Fading Hope 1 mana. Or if the 4 Substantiate is fine.
I just look at sensation because it's time for the model minutes. It also gets around a little down the road.
Yeah. Yeah, like I Substantiate, just wondering if the fact that it's 1 mana, so that Fading Hope 1 mana matters enough.
Yeah, that
I'm
looks
still
good.
playing 3. Still playing 3 Fading Hope, not 6 Fading Hope. I'm playing 3 Fading Hope.
Those are good.
So, put some more couches in here, meet to talk to them, and see if we can like move this pool table. If you try to move it, it's like bolted to the ground. The shit does not move. It's either bolted or glued. I don't know what they did, but it's not moving. Like I don't really mind if it doesn't move. I'll just buy a topper for it, but
Hey, you can get 2x4, right? Or you can, no, not the 2x4. Just get one of those tables that stays.
yeah, that's what he wants to do. Like, yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay, yeah, we have video. I don't think it's all
Yeah, shut up. Stick to that. Fuck's sake.
Hey, you're late, man. Stay. You got it.
Finish bass. This neck works a little too well.
Yeah, did you realize how stupid that 3 drop is?
Push the drug.
Legendary battle?
Zorley? Yeah, Zorley is kind of insane. But also, I draw a case of Uneaten Feast every game, like in my opening hand. That's where I was. There's a
God, yeah.
my Bat Deck Pioneer. It's a life gain deck.
2 4
And there's a 1 mana case, like relevant in the cases, that says every time a creature hits your board in a life, if you gain 5 or more life in a turn, solve the case, and when it's solved, during your turn, you can sacrifice it to give all your creatures the ability you can cast it from your graveyard
Give all your creatures the ability to be cast from your
for
graveyard.
the turn. And I put 4 of them, and it's the best 1 mana. It's the best first turn playing deck. I draw it like every fucking game. So I immediately start the game by going play land, tap it, play case, pass. Next turn, play land, tap both of them, play 2 1-drops. I'm back at full health. Next turn, tap it, play it over.
Wouldn't it be better to remove Splash Portal?
Last one was just good. It's just hard draw.
Well, no, like, I don't know what you took out for Unsubstantiate, but wouldn't...
I took out Long River, Pull, and Osmoth.
So
That always
The counter spell. It was the actual counter spell.
After round
I
five?
took
What was the other card?
Osmoth, the one on.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. Those probably...
I still have the 2 Incubus Talent, 2 Hardened Scales. I just really like Splash Portal because it's just such an easy free draw that triggers my entire deck.
Yeah, it ends up being a draw too.
So what you're saying is-
a lot of times.
what you're saying is it's your popsicle. It's your popsicle.
Huh?
That 1-drop card is your popsicle.
Yeah, that shit is the best starter in the deck. That deck is just really solid. I really didn't put a play on that one, honestly. It's just wait, I need to make a side for it. Oh, I was gonna ask also, is there a 4 mana white or black or white that was the standard set?
Yes.
What?
White or black?
Or white that was
Does it have to be unconditional?
No!
if it's a condition that's good for my
What's
bats.
the 3 mana one that's got leave? Like kills everything, mana value to or less, or power to or less, half of through. And then it's like cleave, kill everything, but like you can only use it to wipe things that are powerful.
Yeah, two of us. The Patrick Carroll's one. I was gonna say the 4-drop one that literally says Shadow Sky. Shadow Sky says
God damn.
if you control a creature power 4 or greater draw cards,
There's a massive
and then control all creatures. And that's for both players.
You got yourself a personal thing
Yes,
next thing?
well, Songstrom says shoot up to 4 toughness worth of 4 power worth of creatures on the battlefield, and then everyone sacrifices the rest.
Okay.
3.
Each player does that?
Each one does that, so no wipe one.
It's okay. I just thought about playing Settle Wreckage if I could.
Settle Wreckage is legal. Settle Wreckage is installed. I was going to tell you Settle Wreckage, but I was like, that's technically conditional because if they don't attack, you can't really use it. But you can't use the Figure Home attack. I really just think they should put one of these in our spells in the first round. Because I feel like that would breeze, either that or you take out like a hard skills or a talent maybe.
Do you think I should just play one of that kind of spell we discuss?
I just feel like it's one of those spells that like can win you the game if you have time. Like Because even if even if it doesn't counter spell, it could literally just be attack. Oh, no blocks on this creature. I'm gonna put X plus plus for counter time. Cool, it didn't counter something. Doesn't technically need a counter something.
I'm against almost that counter play.
No, you can just double.
Alright,
Yeah, you may counter up to one thing, and you don't even have to pay attention to X. It's just a 2-minute
Then
counter.
counter up to one target spell versus controller. Like I understand it's a huge card, I just don't know why this game developed to play it. Unless it was like,
Like maybe a misprint.
that card is so good. It's so
Like that's the thing. Like, I don't really want to get rid of it.
I don't know if I need it counter spells or anything.
If not, don't forget to cancel. Think of it again.
No.
Maybe like so even like a one-away together. That's definitely.
I'd be more okay cutting like one from any other if I had to, but I would still not want to.
Like I kind of still want to get rid of Slash Portal just due to the fact that it doesn't really help Mockingbird.
Yeah, it does. If I Blink Mockingbird and I have one drop, it comes in as copy one drop. Doesn't it? But it enters and oh, it has to be dedicated for it, right?
So we'll just come in as a 1/1 flag. Which that's all I was thinking of Association can just become Slash Portal because it lets you reset Mockingbird. If you really need to.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't cut more than one Splash Portal if I had.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It would only be one for repulsive implementation. Because I still think, like, you Mockingbird someone's shoulder, and then you repulsively attack, they do something. Put X counters on something, and they don't block it, right? Or it's a counter spell for 2, unless they pay 4. Like, and most of the time, this is a better mana leak that sometimes doubles as a put X plus plus counters. You're also still running Incubus count, so you'll be able to add rewards to things or just put double X onto something and you decide to break Incubus out all the way up. But that will do that on a tempo deck, but you get what I mean. But I don't think it's worth putting like 4 unless you change the deck. It's good as like a one-up maybe, or even like a cycle boost. But like I still think I like Splash Portal, but maybe like you can cut it there or cut one of your 1-drops for the counter spell. Whichever one you think is a little bit weaker. Because they'll get to you probably get to a point in the game where you draw a 1-drop that's not relevant when you're playing it. But and you'd much rather have a counter spell for their next play that also busts what's on your field already. Like because that at 4 mana, like a 4 mana counter spell that says, hey, they're about to cast I'm trying to think about a stupid creature in Pioneer. They're going to cast freaking Thunderbreak Legion on their turn 4. You've already hit them for like 2/5. Then just be like, okay, I'm going to counter that spell for 4. Put 2 counters on this dude, and they basically time block and pick them again on your turn. Like it's pretty strong. That's why I just feel like it should be in the deck somewhere. But I also understand Slash Portal being like a draw 3 for 1. Which is kind of nutty. That's just like a set. You basically get Ancestral Vision in your deck.
I mean, if I could cut like one as a Substantiate, but one of Pulse Limitation.
That works too. I kinda like that too. I just think that you're like really high on the drops. Man, it's hard
But they give you so much value.
on this.
But the 1-drops give you so much value.
That's true, but like late game, like you have enough 1-drops to get through early game, but your 1-drops would be proud you late game, right?
Not really, because the 1-drops entering proc the other 1-drops that are on the board.
Yeah.
Like if I draw a Sunsower Druid late game, I'm so happy. That guy is insane.
So yeah, maybe I'm substantiate them because it doesn't do anything outside of just bounce a creature or bounce a spell. Repulsive mutation counters a spell and busts your team if you needed to. So
Okay.
Just do a quick dark screen, Michael.
no, you need to
Pop?
Oh, you didn't get Cookie Two-Step.
No.
You don't have Cookie Two-Step?
It's not like cookie two-step, it was just
Alright,
cream
guys.
cream cheesecake.
Back to gaming.
I'm just gonna go put it up.
Get up, Nate.
I'm done eating it for now. Wake up!
Hey, Patrick. Go to the kitchen. Grab me a Red Bull.
Okay.
Look it up in a second.
Were they in the fridge?
UC energy.
Yeah, they're in the kitchen.
Yeah, there.
Try.
Sorry, I can't feel it. So.
That was absolutely foul, brother.
Not really.
No, it's because
Foul ball.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Loser.
I just saw your arm move and I was like, you trying to grab my ass.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Let me go get some water and ice real quick.
Bro, he wasn't in the
Was he back?
conversation, bro.
I haven't anything about bounces, but yeah.
What's up? Looks pretty cool.
Appreciate the box. But this one has the eggs in it. It has the eggs as on the side.
Oh yeah.
Am I in the shop for that thing when I sit over there? Yeah, let's go.
Let's sit down right now. Sit down.
I beat the fucking shit out of Shannon every time.
How you liking this thing?
I like him. I do like him. I'm keeping it. I'm kind of and I'm just like, okay, this is fine.
Like,
It's just such free value.
yeah, like
Also, the fact that it's a 2-3 makes me want to cry. It's so good.
Because Alicia is still
Getting up. She's just doing homework in her room now. It's like, that card, instead of Virtue, is kind of nuts.
this one.
No, Saber. Making the food in that deck is
Oh, yeah.
so impactful. For no reason.
Take out your creature, or make a trade happen that's better for you, and also get life gain possibilities. Kind of weird.
Go.
It's you.
She's 3 of.
Why?
Amalia?
This is that card that everyone's talking about.
Better try not to do that. It's just gonna be real slow.
What's that you can enchant that makes foods free?
Does that not exist?
Wait, what?
An enchantment that makes food, the ability to use food free. Does that not exist? Isn't there something that says artifact abilities cost 2 less or something like that?
Usually activated abilities can't go less than one. So
Can't go less than what?
one. So you can, I mean, there's the sand that makes food go to 1 mana to activate.
There's a way you can do it. If you have the Sam and then you have the there's a card that says you get a mana when you sacrifice an artifact.
Yep.
And technically your food chain into each other and sap off and drink.
So what kind of deck is this?
Oh.
What kind of cards are these?
Magic, it's a Pioneer deck, it's not a commander deck. It's a 60 card format.
You said the enchantment says when you sack artifacts.
I think it's an artifact, it says it, yeah. Artifact. Sack an
No,
artifact.
So it just makes your treasures half the key.
Yeah.
Or 3 if you have a goddamn what's that dragon?
Bolton. Deep Cavern Bat, my goat. Love that guy.
What do you do?
Yeah, I don't think that
2 mana bat, 1 flying lifelink, enter with hand me on my card. Which I'll leave these really. I'll just take it actually. She's mine. Kept taking chances, get losses.
Damn. He's like, I was like, no, I won't remove it.
Well, because either you use removal on the thing that's about to take it, or you use removal now, and you hit something that you kind of don't want to hit, and then they take the next best card.
I remember
And either way, they still get to see your hands.
he already tapped out once and drew 2 on his turn in the past, and then I was like, alright, play Deep Cavern Bat, let me see your hand. And he drew Supreme Verdict, so I took it. I had like a
huge ass border pass. That shit was fun.
I know he was pissed.
Now Shannon doesn't get mad at Magic. He's just like, fuck, he's just a better player than me. And then he complains.
But yeah. Wait and see if our wizard gets absolutely reamed up in the air in 4K. I wish I had a Polaroid to catch it. Actually, no, I think I'm a pretty good sketch artist. You did a little bit of sketching on the mountain, right? You ever sketch sunsets or like that kind of thing? I don't know what you guys did up there.
Not really. Artists would say I wouldn't say I'm out or anything like maybe do something wide.
What's that?
I mean, I would ask Jay.
As everything gets up.
The door works fine. Did you need something on me?
Oh no, I was asking if anyone's very particularly good at a good artist.
I could give it a go.
You're gonna tell him that he's a name. You're gonna tell him that you ran into a little bubble barrier. You're gonna keep that to yourself.
That's
bitch.
right. I ran into this adorable.
Art is performance, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I ran into this golden retriever upstairs, you guys.
Oh, he's
I
back.
can levitate some of
I'm
y'all.
in my own
to go
artist.
upstairs.
I wanted to see when he
I'm doing fucking inside of that shit.
fall from the height. But it seems like he came back in one piece, so we don't need it now. Oh, sorry, you're back.
so I'm sure you figured out the same conclusion we came to down here.
Y'all, you should get a collar and a leash. There's this adorable dog upstairs. Wants to see what
I feel like the story has changed now.
What story? This is nothing but a restatement of the fact.
No, I'm just gonna go ahead and say I don't believe you.
Why not? You don't even know me, bro.
I'm going to roll inside.
Which is a great reason to not believe you.
28.
28 on what?
I'm not going to make you roll insight on something that is just so blatantly a lie. You all know him well enough to know that that is a bold-faced lie.
Oh yeah, but what do you think's up there, Captain
Well, I'm
Smarty
not-
Bitches?
It's not that I don't think that there's a dog. I think that you're more lying about the fact that
Look,
hey, it's
I'm just
adorable.
saying you shouldn't judge. Just because Satan's seeing eye dog is upstairs doesn't mean you should get all upset about
Okay.
it.
Whoa. So obviously that thing is not cute and cuddly. You should not be going through things
He
like
said
this.
Satan seeing eye dog. How interesting. So you saw a Cerberus up there.
What is
Something
Satan?
like that. That's an excellent question to be had at a different time. Also, there's a barrier past the second floor.
A barrier?
A barrier.
Where is
Did you not crack it?
I could, but it felt.
He's still there. He's
It was so. It would have been easy enough to just break with physical contact. So I presume it was not made to keep wizards out. Probably made to keep something in.
That's what that's the conclusion you came to. See?
Yeah.
He's a capable wizard.
Never said he wasn't.
Made the right decision to let us know before embarking on the unknown. Cared about his own teeth.
Uh-huh.
You know, I could have just let that dog back down here if I actually didn't like
I
y'all.
did not deny a single thing he said. I don't know why you're.
We're trying to be
I have no
cordial
clue.
and nice.
Okay.
I have no clue.
The first time for everything, I guess.
I have no clue why you got so defensive. I meant nothing by it. I did not even deny his words. You're a competent wizard.
He said accomplished.
Exactly.
Why are you changing the code?
I
Look
think
at this
it's a
besmirchment
different-
that's happening to my name.
It's a different compliment. Is saying you're a competent wizard somehow insulting?
I'd like to think I'm more than just competent.
And that's your belief. You are
I don't
competent.
believe there's going to be any winning in this conversation.
Correct.
Because victory is already
Master Wizard has
claimed
given
by
us
Galman.
information that there is a barrier that we should not traverse.
At least
and
not try to
return.
break.
All right, so
So we should
continue on our journey.
quickly leave the room and continue on our way.
That's right. I now have a giant bag of money.
If anyone, like, for some reason our resident Twaddle has disappeared again. He's always off doing his own thing. Twaddle!
Right behind you.
He's behind me. You should stop doing that. It's really scary half the time.
We'll be alright.
Lead the way, Zay. You're our Resident Shield man. I got your blind side.
Certainly a way to describe it.
Are you exiting the lab?
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
I
I
know, I
make sure
know.
that I am leaving nowhere close to.
Yeah, how about us two? So they just came down, right? I'm gonna make my way out of the library well before either of those two hit the door.
Okay. The created being kind of changes his path a little bit and starts walking towards you. Same pace as he was before. Nothing has changed. But he has. This is the first time he started coming towards you on purpose.
Literally just goes.
Except this time he is holding what looks like a few books in his hands. He's holding like 3 or 4 books in his hands.
I actually will not leave the door.
I'll wait for him. Because he's. Actually, I'll start meeting him halfway. He's trying to hand me the books.
I didn't call for a summons.
Nick,
Whoa!
he pulls 2 of the books off of the pile, and then one of the books at the bottom, he holds it in his hands like this, so the palm of his hand, he holds it towards you.
I'll grab the book.
The book is insanely dusty, but from it, on it you can see what looks like a large, like, cranhorn crest. So you can assume that it's somehow associated with.
I crane my head over G's, not over G's shoulder, over G's elbow, and attempt to blow the dust into the servant's eye.
Why would you?
It's already bloodshot and like glazed over. That's
What?
the dust like flies forward and lands like on the wrinkles in his eyelid and stuff. He's completely unfazed. He is now dusty though.
Why would you?
So what's happening?
You know what I meant to know.
After he gets in the book, when he realizes your presence, he slowly like reaches into the satchel, pulls out like a small wooden box, and hands you like this.
Ooh, gee, if you could, I don't wanna.
I'll take it.
You know, one of these days.
Oh, for him?
Yeah.
It's only in front of you.
Oh my God, just take the box, please.
Just take it.
Grabs a dagger and totally spoon and grabs the box.
Oh, fuck.
Take the box. Looks like a small box containing. It's like a ring box kind of small wood box with a hinge on it. You can open it now or open it later. It's up to you really.
I'll open it outside the room.
Did you do it again?
Yes.
He continues shuffling forward, and as you try to get out of his way, he's a little bit too close. So instead of getting out of his way, he just kind of. You realize that he is essentially incorporeal as he phases through both of you to get behind you. There's a cold kind of feeling as his body kind of passes straight through you. Even the chains kind of drag around the ground past you.
Even in death, he didn't end up in one piece.
Sorry about
Dude, I'm the only one allowed to drop shit in here, man.
My ears!
He,
that. Not happen again.
he approaches the rest of you and walks up to Zay and pulls it and starts opening his little satchel, turning slowly, reaching his hand in there, rummaging around. You hear like books falling over in there. Pulls out what looks like a finally like type for it.
You Santa Claus.
But no, I wrote it.
Oh no.
Once again, you break computers with astonishing skill.
It's like the TV turned off. They don't stop, I guess. Well,
Furry artwork on the screen.
let's see.
Get your porn off the screen, bro.
What about that? It's pornographic.
The furry.
The fact that it's
So that means you have sexual feelings about what was just on the screen.
I'm not the one
That
that
means
that's
you're
not
a
backward.
furry.
No, it's just a statement of fact.
Nah, because no one else found it sexual except for you and him.
It's a
I don't have
small
sexual feelings for you. You got a
leather
mane on
bound
the back of your neck, bro.
Well,
What are you talking about?
go ahead. Yeah, it's a small leather-bound book with a large, kind of with a similar looking red star to the one that showed up on the papers of the sword. It's drawn as a sword. and laces it on the front. It's not a very large book. It's like this big. It's like a little pocket book. It's bound with some kind of like string and looks not super old. The pages are slightly yellowing, but the book itself is in fine condition. He pulls that out and gives it to you.
Grab it. Interesting. I'm going to put it away before you can blow the dust off.
He walks up to
I realize he's
Galmas
he can take it.
he takes a second. Sure, he's looking at you. His eye opens a little bit. He's kind of
Incorporeal.
for a
Does not
minute.
respond.
And he waits.
I left my library card in my cart.
He kind of waves his hand very slowly, and the books you have in that sack kind of start to float upward.
My sack? He touched my sack?
And he looks at you with a hand out. As the book starts to slowly float up.
I put a gold in his hand.
He slowly closes his fingers, and the books kind of float back down.
Oh.
Pulls out a small piece of parchment and hands it to you. It's written in Dwarvish, so you can't really read it, but it looks very old, and you recognize one thing on it, which is like the Dwarvish strip for your name.
I look at it.
It's his name and today's date.
Oh,
So
it's
in
a.
your receipt.
Oh, yeah. I placed the receipt
There's also
in my
another date at the bottom as to when they're supposed to be.
When is it returning?
What is the return date?
60 days from now.
60 days.
Oh, that's easy.
We're gonna get stuck
You're
in
gonna not turn
that.
that shit in, you're gonna get like cursed for
I asked him if they have different genres available.
We're gonna get stuck across the box. And that guy's just,
I'm a black.
you see that guy really that
What's wrong with you?
Well, library does. That's the AV library.
Oh, man. We gotta get there as quickly as possible.
He,
Top floor.
when you hand him the gold, he sees the ring that you have on your finger with the skull and the star around it, the symbol of Sirius you found. And he quickly, upon seeing that and giving you the receipt, opens his palm and hands you back the gold.
Hands me back to what?
He hands you back the gold and goes,
Oh, he doesn't want any trickery. Okay. I'll bring the books back, though. Don't worry. No trick there.
that's like the clearest, that's the most like wide open his eyes have been. He's like, saw that ring, just kind of hands you back the gold and it's kind of, you're the only one he's like kind of ushering out. He opens the door and he just goes,
He found the kid with the spray paint and shuffles them out the library. I see.
So wait, is his eyes still super like bloodshot?
it's still bloodshot, but it's wider open now than it has been the entire time.
Alright, I am usher out of the library.
I check to see his peripherals.
G puts away like the
You
book.
can see that you're doing it.
G puts away the book that he gave me for like a second. He pulls out a rag. He puts water onto a rag.
You try to clean that guy's eye.
Give it to him.
He looks at it and he pulls out a small book.
He's a ghost.
Or like a little like a ledger. He goes,
Yeah, he's got dust on it.
Did I get dust on it?
I don't know. He points at an empty spot, and you realize that on the book it's due rentals. Nowhere on there does it say he's due a wet rag. He's confused.
Use it to. I gesture towards my face and then his face and make a white motion.
It goes like this.
No.
I tell him in Dwarven, this fine fellow here wishes to wipe your face.
Bows his head downward and like holds open his eye.
Okay. I just cleared the dust off of him. Kind of wipe around the edges of his eye because it looks irritated as hell. Kind of moisten him up a little bit.
You want to moisten him up a little bit though?
What?
Yeah, moisten his fucking eye because it looks like he hasn't blinked in forever.
I'm gonna see if I can
not
cup some
good.
dust. I'm gonna blow the dust back.
No, I got I'll fucking kill you. I'll hit you.
Stop. He takes a second after you're done like wiping his eye and just very, very slowly like blinks once. Then opens his eye again.
I look at the big man. I was like, do you have any books about chemical potions?
I translate in Dwarven.
Please.
Pulls
My
out
small mouse friend looks for books about cooking.
grabs this little sack and stuff moving around there, and he pulls out just straight up a bottle. It's a bottle that's like covered in brown paper. You can't really see like the liquid inside, but you can tell there's something in there.
Just give him alcohol. As a child, man.
Red Bull, actually.
Red Bull.
Spiked Red Bull.
Strawberry apricot Red Bull. I know that's a flavor. I saw that in shop.
Strawberry.
I give him.
Yeah,
I give him 5 gold.
It's one of the best.
Must be one of those limited
Puts
edition
it in
flavors.
a little pouch, and then he starts to resume his shuffling as he walks straight through you and continues on his path.
Good.
He has delivered what he wanted to deliver.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Now, remind me if you will, there's a barrier at the top.
Yes, there's a barrier right above the second floor block.
Did you,
So
so I remember you telling him that it was only put in there recently.
About 4 weeks.
Yeah, it was.
Did
put
you
in-
tell us that?
No, I'll tell you that now. Yeah, that barrier is
That
about.
lines up with the time that he said that the last tracks going in here were.
Interesting.
Yeah, so like about a month ago, someone put a barrier up there, and specifically, if I wanted to, I could just physically push through it. But because of that, we are assuming that means it was not put in to keep people out. Otherwise, it'd be a pretty bad
Are you
job.
sure?
Yeah,
Because maybe it was put in to keep those things out.
well, that's what I'm saying. Because or maybe to keep something
He
in.
was incorporeal. He was a ghost.
that if
Yeah, the created being is what
He,
he's talking
he possibly could be more affected by that barrier than we are.
That is true, but if
My
I
assumption
Probably
is
failed to mention that there seems to be on the second floor a different guardian for the second floor. So I'm assuming that each floor has its own guardian.
yeah, I'm assuming.
I'm not quite sure. I mean,
we could go up.
I
there
think
and check
someone
the
is
second
up to
guardian.
something up there.
That is true. There's also the chance that there is an even bigger guardian at the third floor, and that barrier is just really good at keeping them out. But if you want, I could levitate everybody up the third
There are 4
floor.
guardians, Chatterfang. You guys are fucked.
I could levitate us all up there.
Look,
The
I
entire.
Or we could just walk up the stairs.
You could
The
walk.
guy doesn't mind.
There is nothing stopping you from walking
Okay.
upstairs.
You want to go up the stairs?
do we want to? I think
Like we are here to research what is in
If you want, we can go up the stairs, and I can
The
break.
main problem I'm having with this is that we just saw an elephant-sized, possibly flying entity.
But that's-
enter into.
I agree that we should deal with that problem first.
But my
But
idea,
I do believe we need to keep in mind that there is someone.
Okay, one thing I should mention about the job posting, because he's the one who got it, which is he would know, I'm sure he would have told everyone, that this, like, request specifically is for, obviously, ecological surveys. They want to know what's in here, and depending on what's in here, they will dispatch either an extermination force or scholars to come research.
So
depending on what you report back is how they will respond.
Ramune, my idea.
No.
And my idea is that y'all take the stairs up to the third floor. I'm going to burst that barrier by lifting up to it and just going through it. And I'm going to run around and meet you.
That's
What if we
a
talk to
fantastic idea that I certainly trust you to pull off.
There's no one else in here to levitate.
Actually,
I didn't say anything. I said I certainly trust you to pull it off.
What?
Let's
Okay.
go find that other thing first.
I do agree with that.
Can you like ask the first floor guardian?
I'm not
is
quite
the
sure.
next floor good, or do you know he's there? You can talk to
You
the
want to
man.
ask that guy if he can just go?
I've only given it commands.
Commands?
Look at how
I'm
curious
not
you
quite
are.
sure it's intelligent enough to.
It doesn't hurt to ask.
You know what? I go up to it and I ask about the third floor. I just say, can we go to the third floor? What's on it?
Third floor?
Yeah, third level.
Oh, wait, he looks at you blankly.
How about second floor?
Second level.
He doesn't speak common, you stupid motherfucker.
Right.
Okay, you know what? Let me check.
what-
I'm saying that in. I'm
You,
saying
the
that
servants, in
in
Dwarven,
I know. I'm checking my spell list right now.
Turns slowly.
bring me a book of your master.
Turns also slowly, and he walks to a door that
you could have sworn it was not there before. It's a very small, like 3-foot door. As he like seems to shrink inside, open it, go inside, and quickly close it behind him. Which in the door is like it's about 4 or 5 feet neck down on the same wall as the entrance that you came through. And then he comes out and kind of grows back to his normal size, kind of slowly, shuffles over to you, his chain still driving on the ground, and hands you what looks like a journal and a picture of an older dwarf man with a long white beard, large nose, nothing too like strange about him, just another scholar.
Fucking reads forward and have to take this stuff and read it. Fine. Open.
It's a diary. You're reading like daily accounts of like them building this place and finding tomes and finding the best scholars from around Hyrakia and creating like accounts of like godly endeavors, the war golden rivers, stuff like that.
I'm going to try to specifically pick out the creation of this library and the hierarchy, essentially. Like,
Is there like a
Yeah,
legend?
I mean, you might want to look for the Guardians.
Or
yeah, that's basically what we're looking for.
Alright, third floor.
Or also
Yeah,
just information. Also Also, I just kind of wanted to, by looking at the hierarchy, I want to know what books are on first, type of books on first level, type of books on second level, and why each guardian's different. That's basically why I'm looking. Like, if this might be the one creator of this guardian, there might be a different guardian creator for the second floor, third floor.
It is Overlord. I see.
yeah, I was like, is this just Aintalgo?
So that's why I'm just like, I might as well figure this out
I
now.
want you to know if he was not lying and Demiurge was on the 3rd floor, it's fucked.
Nah, man, you got it. To the creation of the library, it essentially was supposed to be, when it's finished, the greatest culmination of knowledge in the world was the idea. They had people of all kinds of like races and creeds here, giving tomes and writing, kind of transcribing their lives and accounts. Even some gods used to come here and provide information. It was working itself up to be the greatest like center of knowledge. But they had issues when the war started. It was no longer a fully benevolent like area. They couldn't just exist there and be happy with it. People came asking for knowledge on how to hurt people, how to destroy like other essentially like opposing nations or opposing clans, things like that. Even some gods. There was actually a book that was stolen from there rather early on into the war, which was a book which is a tome of Sundering Divinity, which was stolen super early on into the war and was never recovered. That was their first realization that this knowledge could not be here unguarded. So they contacted essentially the higher ups of this temple that you're in and had them create creatures to exist in this space eternally and live only in this space eternally for the sole purpose of like protecting and respecting this knowledge and making sure that everything gets used and gets brought back or used properly.
While he's reading that, I'm gonna teleport. I'm gonna levitate up to the 3rd floor and just break it.
I don't know why you would do that, why everyone else is not with you, but okay. The first
We're
floor
still,
guardian.
we're still on the first floor, like somewhat close to the door, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
First floor guardian is he's a created homunculus, he's described as a fairly cheery fellow who's used to help. His main thing is he likes to distribute knowledge to people that he thinks needs it because he has ability of clairvoyance to an extent. So he can see the future in someone's intent.
You can see the future with only one eye.
And
Are you saying that it's
Bullshit.
he's described as very, very cheerful, very good with like strangers, and the bottom 2 floors are essentially knowledge that is considered like free use and almost mundane. Not like actually mundane knowledge to most people, but to scholars and people who are goddamn fucking geniuses, sure, mundane knowledge. Like things about like old spells, autobiographies, things like that. So the bottom 2 floors are fairly safe in terms of what you can find. The higher up you go, apparently the library has, it was supposed to have between 9 and 15 floors finished by this point. But the higher up you go, the more dangerous it gets in terms of the knowledge and how volatile the Guardians are. The Guardians themselves judge you about whether or not you're worthy or should have any of it when you reach that floor. But they're also fully living and sentient creatures, so they are not infallible. And they can be, and they've checked, they tested, they can be lied to, they can be tricked under the right circumstances. Obviously, it gets harder over time.
Oh, so this abomination is.
Are you relaying this to everyone?
I mean, I'm relaying. Yes, I'll tell you what I'm relaying to you. So
So we can just walk up there and see
it seems that each of these floors are a leveling system. First 2 floors, easy knowledge. Next floor, knowledge that's probably takes out a village. Next floor, nation. Next
I didn't
floor,
say that.
continent. And each guardian chooses if you're worthy, and they will act accordingly based on their own views.
It also depends on what you go there looking for.
Interesting.
Supposedly, Tweedledum over here is clairvoyant, so
I find the library should be safe then.
yeah, it seems like he's seeing that a okay party, right?
Well, him,
I'm gonna walk to the.
but I don't think I have any bad intentions in regards to the knowledge here.
I don't either. The problem here is the person that's not currently with us.
The one who's where is he?
As
by the
we
way?
see him floating up.
He's floating up.
Oh.
What you doing up there, buddy?
Stuff.
Want to come back down?
Do not pierce that barrier.
If you give me 500 gold, I'll come back down. I'm doing the Kaiba thing where I stand at the ledge and dare you to attack my blue eyes.
God damn it.
If you continue reading, you'll find that the library got more and more heavily protected over time. They used to have armed guards, patrols.
I'll close it. I'll close it there. Did I get the name of this guardian?
You know what?
The little guy.
Yeah, little guy. I call him Tiny Tim.
No. You know what? Galmast.
Yeah.
If you come down,
His name is Leopold.
Leopold?
Leopold. Oh.
Like the
Hey, Leopold. This book here.
I know that.
I'm gonna check out this book here.
The journal?
Yeah, I'm gonna check out this book.
Okay.
Pulls out his ledger and he asks you, points at the little space and hands you a book.
Write your
I
name.
start floating downward.
Cool.
I cast freaking prestidigitation and put my sigil there.
Come down, buddy.
Yeah, I came down.
Okay. Cool.
He seems quite cordial.
Tears off a little piece of parchment.
I'm a very
Name,
cordial guy.
today's date,
Oh, I was
60
talking
days.
about the homunculus, not you.
6 days?
60 days.
Or 60 days. What the
I don't have to be the one to read this here, right, Timothy?
Timothy?
As I float down, I hoist myself over Noah's shoulder and cast assimilating knowledge on the book you just picked up.
What the fuck is that even gonna do to you?
It means I get to read the entire book in 1 minute just by putting my hand on it.
What if he moves it away during that minute?
What?
What if he moves it away during that minute?
Don't move your hand.
Excuse me.
It's in order.
What are you trying
Well,
to
do
do?
you
to me?
know?
Trying to
Dwarvish?
read the entire book. Are you gonna let him?
Oh, does he read Dwarven?
He casts assimilate knowledge. Does it say read or does it say read and understand contents?
It says.
Like, you don't understand Dwarven.
That's a good ass question.
You can read the book. You
If
can
it
look
says
at the
read and
letters.
understand content, that's kind of broken.
You magically draw the essence of the text and copy it into your mind.
The essence?
So you copy a bunch of dwarven words into your brain?
Can you read
Regardless
that
of the language, you understand which
Okay,
important
okay.
topics are covered in the text, as well as names of important characters, basic structure, blah 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 blah, locations, as if you were at a table of contents. So
What are
basically,
you doing there?
I basically have the Cliff Notes version of the book because I don't know Dwarvish. If I knew Dwarvish, I would know every single word for word thing perfectly memorized.
Okay. Then what's the
So what is the Cliff Notes version of this book?
What he just explained.
The stuff that I told him, and that.
What I just explained to the party, essentially.
Well, there's more
Except for the
past
fact that Timothy
but-
isn't actually Leopold.
Hold on, sorry.
More
Wait,
past
right,
that.
let me come to
okay? If you
No, I
know,
don't care. What's
You know-
what's he gonna do? Blow up the country?
if you know the clip book,
Those guys are not gonna let him do it.
If you know the clip
We're not gonna help him.
what's the
Well, I do
What's the second
have a visually identical version of the book preserved in my mind, but until I read Dwarvish, we have the Cliff Notes version.
You could just read a potion of speak, drink a potion of girlfriend languages.
Why aren't you doing your job, Stevens?
Because
Trying to hurt.
Okay, do you have a potion of read or understand language?
After the minute's done, I'm going to take the book and I'm going to put it into my backpack. And
moment.
I'm going to
One moment, please.
wait for Faye. Faye?
One go hold. Okay. One
Faye? Yeah, sure.
it's hard to make this.
Zay.
Hi, Renee.
Zayrene, I'm going to wait for Zayrene to leave the room because I'm going to be on his blind side.
When you're both still in the library.
Yeah, I'm going to wait for him to leave.
You leaving or you're going up the stairs?
I'm going upstairs.
I never agreed to that.
Going up the stairs.
I never agreed to go pop
Also,
a bubble
he-
and possibly
he
die.
gave-
I read the book.
He gave me a
We didn't
potion.
read the end of the book.
He gave me a potion of understanding language.
Okay, are you just downing that shit?
Yeah. Alright. So what's the ultra specific stuff?
Well, pretty much it goes on to talk about the increased security measures and how he began to feel bad for a lot of the Guardians because their main caretakers died or were killed. They ended up being invaded, and the whole place was kind of swarming with different creatures. It looked like some kind of raiding party was trying to break in and use it as essentially a hiding spot or base of operations. So the place was crawling with goblins, looked like some orcs, maybe a couple trolls, things like that. Even some gnolls, and they essentially expanded and kept pushing down and down
Does that mean it's just the only?
to create their own civilization down there. So and the dwarves, the ones who could, barricaded themselves in the library to live as long as they could. And the last entry pretty much says they're going to get through. They will get through, and we can't do anything to stop them, nor can I save them. And that's the last thing that's written in that journal.
Okay. And I convey that to the rest of the party.
The date on it is almost 800 years ago.
400 years.
How long ago?
800 years ago almost.
I convey all of that to the party.
Yeah, so the last thing written in there is they're going to get through, and we can't stop them, nor can I save them.
Sorry, did he get exactly what the other two guardians were?
Did you want that?
Yes.
If it's in the book, yeah, because I have exact knowledge of the book now.
Well, this book only has knowledge of the first two.
Yeah, sure.
So there's Leopold and then the dog that's upstairs. Each of the the Guardians caretakers have their own knowledge and all that in these little journals, so you can find it either on their floors or
Okay,
have someone
so
get
this
it.
guy was the caretaker of just
The first two.
the first two.
He mostly created Leopold, and then the second one, his caretaker died, so he.
So he could be a caretaker.
The second one is he's essentially just he's a split-headed wolf. He's made by taking some of what was fabled to be or assumed to be Yinogu's fur, or an aspect of Yinogu's fur, and using it with the DNA of a wolf and the curse of lycanthropy to make a new kind of creature, and that's what they ended up getting.
Okay.
Probably don't want you going up there.
He's fairly obedient. He seems to be. He's judgmental of people who would use any of the knowledge on the first two floors for any kind of immediate violence. and he took it the hardest when the Book of Sundering Divinity was stolen, because
Oh, yeah,
it
that-
wasn't even supposed to be on the second floor, and it was right under his nose and someone stole it.
I wonder why.
Yes, we do.
See, it was a good idea to catch
But
someone.
the main thing that he judges people on is whether or not they're going to use the knowledge immediately for violence,
Okay.
unnecessary violence.
All right.
I'll still go.
All violence is necessary.
All right. Well,
That's all about the
half of
second
our party
party
has
now.
started going up the stairs. I think.
I think the decision's been made.
They should die. That's their choice.
But yeah, y'all now know everything.
I'm not the type to leave people to die.
Unfortunately, kill him yourself.
Unfortunately,
Guys,
they're
gone.
he's leaving. Damn.
So yeah,
These are not our pool balls.
We gave for a friend.
Yeah,
Exit was.
So,
Didn't need it because he just dropped it.
how interesting. Okay, well, if everyone's going up there, the two sane ones, actually, even three of the sane ones are going with this one.
I'm still down here with you.
I'm going.
I mean,
got
you're
it.
not going up there,
I
right?
just don't think we should leave them to God. Potentially.
So do you mean we should go up there?
I trust that I will be safe. in the
So
face of
Ramana,
death.
I guess it's
you
fine.
want magical backup? I can bust.
Not my name, and you're already going up there. Anyways, I will take the stairs.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going up that first.
Good idea. We'll flank him. All right, I'll start letting him come for it.
I'll follow.
Okay. Said that so begrudgingly.
Are you still sticking right to me, or are you?
I'm on your blind side.
What am I to say?
Which eye is covered? Your left or your right?
What? I think that's the.
I can't imagine how Noigard
I think that's the
secretly.
one he's covered.
I can't imagine how Noigard secretly feels about your character, willingly disabling himself. You must really hate this right now.
The whole party's crippled because of this.
You've yet to see me in an actual fight.
You're right, I haven't. Don't worry, I have your blind side.
I'm quite capable at doing exactly what I
time?
feel like doing. but-
Each time he says that in character, you can just see him gnash his teeth.
So we get to the
Blind,
second
yeah.
floor.
The second floor is fairly similar to the first. Stone shelves, 50 feet high, all that, books lining the wall. There's a lot more books on the ground because the dog, as you notice, is not picking shit up. He is just walking around.
I don't think he's capable of
He
it.
has a mouth. He's got that shit. Two mouths, actually. He is just like walking around, kind of craning his head side to side. He's not snarling or anything. He's just
Cast
sniffing.
speak with animals. Hey, Clifford. Hey, you. Come over here.
Wait. In the really good question out there. In the journal, it did mention the book of Sundering Divinity being stolen, right?
Yes.
And we have it.
And we have that book, yes.
Yeah. You return it.
You'll be
We
forever
don't need
grateful.
it anymore, do we?
You haven't used it for anything.
Huh?
No. Don't give
It's also Nate Hammond, so you'd have to convince him to return it.
Hail, Guardian.
Hello.
The dog kind of, its head perks up for a second, turns towards you, and you see the kind of split between its face and one of its eyes is like split down the middle. And it kind of walks over to you, the ground shakes a little bit as it gets closer, and you realize just how fucking big that goddamn guy is.
Bow and raise my hand.
Is he Clifford the big red dog side? For me?
Motherfucker,
He's
you're like 2 feet tall, man.
Everything, a regular dog's been Clifford the big red dog.
I summon a quarterstaff and I say, fetch.
What the fuck?
It completely ignores that. I don't know what you expect to happen there.
Didn't work.
Is he not immediately? Is he?
You hold your hand out and kind of sniffs it with one head, and then the other one kind of looks you over on the side. The eye in the middle is actually staring, like the one that's split in half is the one that's staring like directly at you. The other two are looking at other shit. And
Disconcerting.
it's like coat is fairly clean, doesn't look like it's not taking care of itself. It's fairly active. It looks like well fed. It's not emaciated or anything. And it, after looking at you for a moment, kind of just lowers its head a little bit and steps to the side. and sweeps his tail on the ground, clearing the books out of your way so you can walk.
Thank you. Thank you, Cut. I get out of its way and take the path I cleared for me.
Well, I think we got through that one pretty easily.
It does the same for you and for you. Just kind of walk past it.
I don't wait for it. Just walk past it. That's it.
I just keep levitating upward.
You just, where are you going?
I'm gonna break that barrier.
What the fuck?
Don't get him. Just
I'm heading right for the stairs to go up to
I'm just staring at the dog.
The dog's like the eye
Me
in the middle of
looking
both
at-
of its head is just kind of looking at you while the other two kind of crane around and look at him as he flies up.
I wave at the
Walk
dog.
past. Just one of its heads is looking at you, so it's fine. Not doing anything super crazy.
So the dog is just looking back at me. He's not freaking out.
The middle eye is looking at you. Yeah, it's staring at you rather intently. Doesn't have any claws out, his tail isn't doing anything. It doesn't look tense or anything. But
Put my hand out towards him.
it kind of gets a little closer and looks at you. Like the middle eye is like maybe a foot from your face. It's like right there.
Basically, the next
Yep.
come
I was
out.
going to
he's
say,
like
does
in
that mean
there.
he's in between the heads?
Between both the heads. And
This guy at least doesn't smell bad. Like the last one.
There's no way it doesn't smell bad.
nah, man, it smells awesome. He actually smells like pumpkins.
You know what? Fine. You can have that dog. You can be in the pumpkin dog.
The eye kind of darts away from your face for a second and notices the book that Leopold gave you, and then it sits back on its haunches and sweeps out of the way. But still looking directly at you as you walk past it. It refuses to let you out of its sight.
Don't need to draw an extra attention.
Because he smells funny.
Yeah, I don't smell particular. I probably smell.
Like an
I'm
enemy.
not sure how you would interpret this. Maybe not an enemy, but maybe not.
Like something that's
Good.
been cursed by its genes.
Or
Yes, he is taking extra caution.
Maybe.
To the third floor.
I mean, once Dalmas should be doing that in about.
I'd rather we get there before him, if it weren't.
I guess that's fair.
That's fine. I guess we can move expeditiously.
Okay.
I will summon a halberd.
Albert, you have a sword.
I'm not going to touch my weapon. I'm just going to keep it on my waist.
I'm just gonna walk up.
The shield is on my arm, but it's on
My
this.
halberd is my walking stick.
Okay.
It's also my pokey stick for things that get too close.
Well, you said it was crazy.
Stop. And please, my sword's for real enemies. I won't be some weird monster amalgamation thing.
Picking up your balls.
Yeah, right.
Need my balls.
My balls.
My balls dropped in that description. I needed to regrab them.
Alright. Once I reach the third level, I just press through the barrier, like you
They're
said.
at the top of the stairs too, so there's a barrier in front of both of you right now. So one covering the stairs and one covering the open area.
Is there a sigil?
You press against it. There's not a sigil you can see. There is a spell carved into the wall next to the stairs that looks like it's.
I press through
Got
mine.
it.
Fair.
I press through it, what happens?
The barrier kind of falls away, just like it's like a reasonable enough amount of pressure, like it's.
Like opening, like shoving open a door that doesn't really need a handle.
See if
Kind
that
of like
works.
popping bubble wrap. You just-
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also shoving through.
The kind of foggy light in front of you kind of dissipates as the barrier kind of recedes itself, and then just kind of disappears into the wall. The air suddenly goes with like it feels very moist. Like this the entire area feels very damp.
books in. And as you step up onto the upper area, you hear like a kind of splotching sound as when you look down at the ground, the stone is covered in some kind of viscous fluid. A lot of it's like dried in puddles in places, but it looks like whatever is up here continually secretes something. Other than that, it's similar to the two floors with the stone shelves and all that. The difference here is a lot of the books in the stone shelves, there's less books because a lot of the books in the stone shelves don't have an entire like cube to themselves, and there's chains coming from the sides of the cubes keeping the books anchored in place. So a lot of the stone shelves have like maybe 9 books of them total because they're anchored in. And they have either keyholes or some kind of rune on the front to get them out. And you hear what sounds like just the shuffling of feet, just like a person walking around. On the other end, and you see someone in a dark, like hood shuffling around, pulling books from the shelves.
So a person in the dark hood.
Yeah, dark maroon hood.
Did they see it on their end, or do I see it on my end?
You both see it.
Oh,
It's pretty. They're not hiding, so they're walking around grabbing stuff.
Hill, Guardian.
They grab a book and they stop for a moment, slightly confused, and then they pull their hood off and a large hat, like a wizard hat, not unsimilar to the one he's wearing, but just dark maroon.
you gotta have a big hat.
Kind of, well, it's smaller than yours, but he's not.
I just want to say wizard with a beanie.
He takes it off, showing the hat, and then turns and walks up the stone shelves, around, and as it gets closer and closer, you see he's got a long, stark gray beard with some streaks of white in it, and some black along the ends of it. Looks like a bit of Fu Manchu going black at the end of it. He's got what looks like old scars that are long faded that have runes carved into them, old kind of fucked up runes that you can't really recognize. They're not dwarvish or anything. His eyes are, his irises at least, are kind of bright, they're like a blood red. And you notice that his eyes have kind of like a mad twinkle in them, the same kind of insane look you see in warlords, dictators, serial killers.
Something not quite right about the guy.
Yeah. They're open a little bit too wide. His robe is kind of fairly disgusting at the bottom. It's just been dragging and viscous fluid for a while. He isn't wearing any shoes. He's got just bare feet out. He doesn't appear to be a human person. He's got crudely, his ears have been crudely changed, surgically, to be pointed, but you can tell that it's not natural elf ears. It looks like he did that to himself or someone did that to him. And as he approaches, you feel like there's something not quite right about him. He kind of turns to each of you and regards you individually, and with you when he looks at you, he tilts his head a little bit as he walks forward. And he stops about 15 feet in front of you and raises a hand and points it at, he raises a hand at Galmask. Just goes, it's not the worst thing to see you again. I expected you to get here sooner, but I think you have something that's wrong.
Motherfucker, why are you here?
Yeah, that's when I'm stopping. You're gonna figure that shit out later.
Oh my god. This fucking guy.
If that's not immediately obvious, then you know who it is. You
Yeah.
I hope you know. If you don't, then you're fucked. That's
We
not
done.
a problem.
Pretty late. Okay, it was 12:01, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I got it on.
What?
Insane evil wizard is what you know. Well, that's what it looks like it is.
I'm naming this place. Do you have a name for this place? For this specific dwarven hole?
Yeah.
They would have gleaned the name, right?
I'm assuming that the name would be within the
What?
within the book, the diary.
Old man diary.
Either that or you name the library, or the library name should be named. I just need somewhere to put where this the Tomb of Sundry Divinity is, or came from.
The library itself is called the Pintsbane Hole.
Pine,
Pintsbane, Pintsbane.
P-Y-N, Kent.
T-S-B-A-N-E. Hole.
S-E what?
S-E was not in there.
P-Y-N-T-S, Bane Hole.
Yeah.
Pine Spain, yeah. And its library is where the Tomb of Sundry Divinity came from. You know, we got the three levels.
I'm really hoping that they at least remember who that is. Because if they don't, kind of ruins it.
I definitely remember who this is.
Wait, if we remember?
Yup.
Oh,
He's the only one who doesn't know who that is.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I figured it was. How is
Dude has access to some weird magic.
that's fair.
How's he not here?
He might also just not actually be there.
He has a Doombot? He has a Doombot?
Or a simulacrum, or an illusion, or anything else.
Close enough. Welcome back, Elements 2.
Did we ever get